A curse has befallen the region of Icewind Dale, in the form of an unrelenting winter that has slowly chipped away at those who live here for 2 long years. Most have lost the will to believe it will ever end, as hundreds of adventurers have flocked to this region in an attempt to end the curse and go down in history. None have succeeded. Those who do live to tell their tales are left frozen and mutilated by the horrors of the region. Join us as an unlikely group of adventurers come together to try and best these lands and put an end to the curse.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Tabletop Tyranny, where we neither play around a tabletop nor are we tyrannical. My name is Jacob. I am the Dungeon Master, and you can see we have 6 incredible players joining us once again for this shit show. If you're a long-time viewer, you know how this works. I'm not going to go over the little details. If you want to watch any of our past content, feel free to check it out here on this YouTube channel. And you know what? That's the intro. So we're going to get into our inspiration phase of the story. Who has inspiration? Who has an inspiration? Dear God. Who has inspiration?
I have it.
I also have it.
Still have it.
Hello? What about the other 3 on the bottom? What, do y'all have inspiration?
I don't.
Tired?
I couldn't. Yeah, I have inspiration.
Okay.
I do not.
So Ethan does not. Emily, you said you did or did not?
I do not. I used it for something. I don't remember
Well, we have an
It was like a
opportunity.
perception
Holy
roll or
water,
something.
what. Yeah, it might have been holy water. It was something stupid.
It was the insight check on avarice. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I still feel it. Okay, we're good.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm.
I don't remember
remembers.
what I used mine on.
So this is going to be a question. I think some of you probably already know the answer to, but this question is it revolves around writing books, right? Being an author. It says, what type of genre would you choose if you were an author? I'll go first, so you guys can think a little bit. If I had to write any kind of genre of books, it's obviously going to be horror. I like body horror stuff very much so. And it would probably be pretty like sci-fi, very much along the lines of like Alien. I think Alien's perfect niche.
You ever seen
Paranormal stuff.
Event Horizon?
Yeah,
Oh.
I've seen Event Horizon.
It's like
I saw that in the theater.
Solid. I didn't see it in theaters, but I have seen it. I don't think I was conceived by that point.
Right.
Yet.
That's one that I'd be afraid to watch again and be like, oh, it didn't hold up.
It's still pretty cool.
Okay.
It's still pretty cool. But anyways, that's my take. We can move on to Star. If you're involved.
I think I would write like a murder mystery with a hint of romance.
Nice.
Very nice. Taking inspiration.
I already got one.
I mean, I'll just go ahead and do the genre of my book, which is
When you just did.
urban fantasy.
Urban fantasy.
Yeah, so basically
Available.
like reality blending into fantasy.
Available now for pre-order.
It's
plug,
not
plug, plug.
yet.
Look,
Hell yeah.
it's me.
Taking
It's me on
inspiration.
my book tour.
Who is next? Ethan.
I'll go next.
Yeah, go.
If I could draw, I think I'd be a manga writer. I
Yeah.
feel like that'd be very fun.
Very
What
much
kind
Do it
of
so.
anyway.
I'm a weeb, so like I like anime stuff.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah. Literally have tattoos of it. So
Just do it anyway, and your drawing is what it is.
they're all smiley
Nice
faces.
dick. Yeah.
I love that. No, like there are so many comics that are drawn like that. Anyway, it's I don't know if you could emulate any manga artist, who would it be?
I don't know. I always go with my goat Ichiro Oda. I mean,
Jim Morris.
Fair.
Jim Morris,
Dave.
yes.
Yeah, Jim Davis or
From the
Charles
first 100
Schultz.
chapters, of course.
yeah.
Guy that draws Garfield.
I'd be more so a Junji Ito kind of guy, but
Ooh.
Ethan, you
Actually,
have an
Ethan-
inspiration.
Did you say Ichiro?
Oh, I can write it in. It's the guy who did One Piece.
Ichiro Suzuki, the guy who used to play for the Mariners?
No.
Probably
Lucky
Nathan.
one.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
sorry.
Junji
I'm like, man, that
Ito
dude
is
can do everything.
Uzumaki.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Or good old Kentaro Mura. I can't say his name, but the guy that did Berserk.
Mhm.
Mm,
Beautiful
Berserk is
artwork.
lovely.
God,
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
Anyway,
Nice
segueing
Ichigo.
over.
Mm.
We have 3 left. Who wants to volunteer next?
So I guess at this point I would do, let's say, folk horror.
Ooh, that's good. That'd be good for you. I like it. I don't know why I said that.
I feel like I already
It just
know-
suits you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I feel like I've guessed almost everyone's in my mind.
Yeah.
I
What's
was
your
gonna
guess?
lie and make something up, but I didn't.
If you would have said romance, Nathan, I'd be like, huh? Oh, right. I like it.
Like really
Oh.
cheesy, like Hallmark movie
Oh, mwah.
that like you could.
I just,
It would be like, you know, like a 300-page book, but you know how it's going to end like 5 pages in.
Yeah, yeah.
hey, you know that really popular series, Sarah J. Maas?
don't.
It's a court of thorns and roses or whatever.
Mm,
So
I
funny.
predicted all the plot twists, so
That's funny.
it wasn't as good for me, but it's a good book.
Nathan, you have an inspiration.
Yay!
Emily, Tyler,
Thanks.
who wants to go? Don't make me
I'd
pick one.
probably do I'd probably just do like a fantasy if I had to.
mm,
Hell yeah.
classic.
I
I'd
see you
like
doing like a
fantasy.
very historical fantasy kind of.
That's what I was like historical.
I
Mm.
I could be. I don't know.
Fiction.
I enjoy it. I'd like to do so if I ever did that, which I wouldn't. I don't have the stamina, the writing stamina for that. But I'd like to do something like with a lot of like battles and stuff like that. But you just see it from like the top. I feel like in stories, it's a lot of like, oh, this this one guy's gonna change the world
Hmm.
type shit. Like, fucking, they power up or whatever, right? Or I'm that one special guy, type shit. So,
Mm.
but
Very much.
I'd like to. I always think about how it'd be fun to do like a Succession game, or something like that,
Mm,
like
Succession game.
or like a D&D. That's just what I've heard it been called. I don't know what it's actual, or like a D&D thing.
Like a fight for the throne kind of thing, kind of Game of Thrones.
Yes,
Ooh,
where they're
oh my
like,
God.
or where you have like, or where D&D players play like, kind of like army command,
Factions.
like
Yeah.
commanders or whatever like that, and you get to do. You'd
Hmm.
probably want a different system, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that would be really fun.
How much
Break
do
out
you
your
play board
Warhammers.
games? Yeah, I was gonna say there's like a lot of board games that fit this aesthetic a lot.
Yeah. I just feel like it'd be fun. I don't play too many board games, but it'd be fun to do with people I know. It'd be fun to also do it over kind of like multiple sessions type shit with role playing and stuff like that.
Oh, that's so cool.
That would be fun. Maybe in the future.
Mhm.
Tyler, you can have a point of inspiration. Emily, you are the last cadet in line.
Mm.
Everyone
I
else has
like
jumped
that.
off the plane.
So I'm just gonna crash into the ocean.
Oh, well.
Comedy sci-fi. I love it when we got like alien menagerie, we got teleportation, everybody's so advanced and it's all still fucking stupid. I love it.
Yeah.
Like Mars
I
Attacks.
love it.
Mars Attacks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Mars Attacks. You know, you can have a point of inspiration. I remember that Jack Black was in that movie for like half a second.
Oh, was he really?
He's one of the soldiers that I think he gets vaporized. He like runs in, it's like yeah, and just gets.
That's
Oh.
amazing.
Love it.
I'm pretty sure it's Jack Black.
So he
Yeah.
just, I think he
Sounds
just,
like a part he would take.
he just hosted SNL,
hmm
and Craig, I actually sent you a clip on Instagram.
Yeah, I watched.
Right, I guess he did one of their commercials with Chester Cheetah where it's like really hot Cheetos, but it's Preparation H.
Flamin' Hot Preparation H.
Yeah,
That's funny.
That's so stupid. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
and he uses it on himself. And he's like, "This is a huge mistake," and he's like weeping.
Let's rub a chili on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone has a point of inspiration now. We're gonna do a bit of recap. It's a bit of a lengthy one. I'm gonna try to get through it, and then we'll get into tonight's session. So, Last session, the party continued to lay low in Lonelywood, sharing information they had gathered whilst they waited for Avarice to return. There was a side scouting mission with Heisei where it occurred, where he was able to kind of sneak into the town speaker's residency and snoop about. He looted a letter from a lockbox, narrowly avoided some suspicion from the town's militia captain, and made his way back to the abandoned inn. The letter, when read later, read, all upper members of Operation Mastermind to report to Karkalok, to report their, dear God, I butchered that, report to Karkalok on Nightall 15. Lower ranking members to stay in town for the townspeople council. Much discussion was had. When Avarice arrived later, she had her conversations with Heisei regarding his brother Ken. They both shared some stories about each of their mother's cruelty. And during their discussions, Avarice made several attempts to form some sort of magical bond with Heisei. She also seemed worried that if Antiochus ever found out something from her past, that his mood would sour and he might lash out at her. Where she kind of propositioned Heisei to kill Antiochus or to subdue him if that had ever happened.
Crazy, by the way.
Ever happens. But she was still met with rejection.
Yeah, because he's my dog. He's
She
my
cannot
dog.
tempt him yet.
Boys.
After that, Kitris and Heisei shared a thoughtful moment regarding the deals Avarice was trying to make. The night's watch continued as Sir Lancelot made more holy water, and in the transition between the second watch and the third watch, as that was happening, Avarice sprung up from her sleep. I butchered this recap so bad, guys. You guys got to call me out on this stuff. Avarice woke up on her in the transition between the second watch and third watch, and Avarice confronted Sir Lancelot about him sneaking in holy water into their interactions.
Mhm.
They shared a brief conversation with one another where Avarice hoped in time that Sir Lancelot could begin to view her as a friend.
Okay.
With some threats may have been mixed into the conversation as well. But Jacob might have forgotten to put that in the recap.
Clearly biased recap.
On the last watch, on the third watch, Avarice wished to discuss with Caldra what Caldra had requested her, or propositioned earlier, where they communicated via mind leak. And Caldra reintroduced herself as High Priestess Ashana of the Path of the Inspired.
Yeah, I didn't write that down.
An entirely separate entity, it seemed, housed within Caldra, known as a quarry. Curious about this new entity, Avarice asked Ashana for some scope on what her goals are, where Ashana informed her that her aspirations were to spread her faith as well as meet Heisei's family. The two came to a magical agreement where Avarice binded herself to help Ashana achieve her goal and vice versa. Avarice then revealed that Heisei does not have a brother and is not of sound mind.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Something Avarice looked forward to cultivating. And with that, recap, all dunsies, grammatical errors and all included. You guys all have finished a long rest. So everyone make sure you notate you took a long rest on your character sheets. Those of you that have to do rolls in the mornings or whatever. Yes, Tyler.
You owe me a goddamn spell.
Has-
We haven't even gotten that far
Oh
yet.
my goodness, we barely started.
Barely
starting immediately.
I don't owe you shit. Avarice owes you a spell.
We haven't even started yet.
Where is it?
Yeah, so you guys all make your long rest. Make sure you just do it on your character sheet. So I will say you guys all, maybe you come over to Avarice and Tychus early in the morning. She's awake.
Hey, you owe me a goddamn spell.
She looks at well, she's been awake. She's probably made you guys breakfast at this point, and she's and Tychus, you probably don't notice this because you kind of rushed over, but you don't notice it
Yeah.
with Caldra.
I'm like
I
rubbing
don't have
the
my
sleep out of
headpiece
my eyes.
on.
Yeah, he doesn't know that. He's too eager about getting the
Okay.
spell.
I got blinders on.
Yeah. To which Avarice, she says, "I did not forget. It's right here." And she walks over to her gargoyle, and you watch as she reaches into the gargoyle and pulls out the spell of Hold Person.
Ooh.
It's a spell scroll of whole person. This like blackened parchment. It's rolled up. It very elegantly has a wax stamp on it. She says, "Try not to go too crazy with this one. You shall find it easier to learn thanks to my to our arrangement."
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
So,
what?
yes, if you could pull out your spell book and you will find it much easier to. I don't want to see your spell book. You do what you need to copy the spell.
Oh,
what I'm saying.
you told me. Okay,
So
sure.
just
What? How easier?
well, open your spell book. Grip this spell scroll in the hand that's marked,
Oh.
and focus really hard. Yeah, you begin to focus, and you feel that your hand tingles a little bit, and the parchment kind of glows with this magical bluish, like magical aura around it. It's very cool to touch when you're doing this whole process, and you watch as the spell, without needing to make a check or any of that nature, just instantly just gets copied into your book. You instantly learn the spell. So you watch as the whole personal spell is inscribed into your spell book, but it is of a different nature. Like it's a different color into your normal
Does it have like a darker twist? Because
It's
you know
got-
how like
it's got, like,
in
a
my
different
spell
penmanship
book
to it.
they turn into like a children's book illustration.
Mhm.
Instead, it's like a children's book illustration, but someone's getting murdered or something like that.
Yeah, it's obviously very much a different penmanship. But when you add the spell to your character sheet, just make sure you notate on the actual spell itself. You can just put whole person gain from average. Like you can do something along those lines.
I'll put it
kind
in my notes. Yeah.
just kind of like to dictate what is gained. And then as she sees you do this, she says also, she begins to speak. I thought the next spell you learned would be a evocation spell.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it best for you to have a more useful spell in your book. So I have sent requests for you to learn the spell. Have you ever heard of Burning Hands before?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Well, I helped develop a spell that kind of segued off of that spell. I have sent a spell scroll or a request for you to learn the Frostfire spell.
Whoa.
So and on the 7th,
Never heard of that one.
that will arrive, and you will that will be that. And then as we develop this bond, maybe we can see what happens the further, what we need.
Thanks. Can I have one more question?
You haven't asked me
You
a
know
question.
what this is?
That on
Why
your
is there a
hand.
mark on my hand?
That is our mutually agreed binding for this scroll
Right.
game.
Did it
So,
have to be a mark on my hand?
I mean, do you want me to move the mark? Or
Where would you? That's besides the point. But like, I just didn't realize that was part of it.
Yes, it's a little more tangible than just my word. So
Oh, okay.
it helps ensure that you are able to easily learn these spells, not because you are maybe inept at it, but just to ensure that you get what you want out of this arrangement.
Right.
And it helps me keep track of what I've helped you with. I'm forgetful, and I don't want to double back and order.
For
something.
sure.
Yeah,
Would- Do I also have to like memorize these for the day, or can I like freely cast them?
those that have been
Yes, the ones through the
assigned.
mod.
I will say, since this is a kind of a magically, so this is some otherworldly magic or some other kind of magic, I will allow you to be able just to cast it whenever. So there's no like prepping or anything like that.
Sign me up
Yeah.
for this deal every time.
Yeah.
Every
little bit-
time.
A little bit of a better arrangement, as this is kind of yeah. That's all I'm gonna leave it at.
I've almost forgot she tried to kill me the other time. I almost forgot. Okay. Well, thanks, Avarice.
Don't thank me. Thank your. Yes, thank you. You thank me.
My what?
No, I was gonna try to say something inspirational, but I decided not to.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and
Alright.
here is your payments.
Oh.
She actually gives you your payment of 50 gold, and Taika, she hands it over to you. And she kind of makes her way around the camp before whatever conversations happen. She kind of like, here's your money, here's your money, here's your money, here's your money. Oh, cha-ching. So you guys make sure to add 50 gold to your
50
character
gold.
sheets.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Good shit.
And she does that. She's eating breakfast. She sits back down over there, and you see her kind of. She sits down and she seems to be doing something with her gargles. She looks like she's reaching into the gargles. She's doing something as she is sitting down. But I will turn the scene over to you. You all probably would notice Caldra without her shawl, her cowl on, her Batman cowl.
Jeez, Batman.
Her
so
veil?
you could veil. You could describe what they see, Star.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay. So she has pretty pale skin. She's got these blue eyes. Sometimes you'll see them flash. Super bright color. She's also pretty scarred up. So she's got a really big gash, like running across her cheek, and then all the way down through her lip. She's got like cuts on her nose, just like a bunch of like scars on her face. You can probably see scars peeking up from her neck. Obviously some on her hands, but it's still cold, so she's got clothes on. You can't see all the scars, but looks pretty bad. Well, honestly, I can just
I can go on and on.
You get a
but
Picture.
I'll send
Picture
you the
somewhere.
picture. I
Oh,
think
you put it in the wrong chat, freak.
What chat
Put
did
it-
I put it in?
I got it.
Oh,
Put it in the fandom.
I got it.
I did it on my phone.
Oh.
Oops. Well, at least everyone. Oh, I guess Josh will know what's going on. But
What's this?
her
Well, I'll do it.
ears are just normal. That's just the picture I wanted. But yeah, that's her, but with blue eyes. I had to draw the scars on because there wasn't any scarred up stuff on Pinterest. So,
Gotcha.
anyways, she probably looks real relaxed. She does not have a care in the world right now.
Holy fuck! You don't have your veil on. Look
Yes.
at you.
Yeah.
Why'd you take it off?
Because it was stupid to cover my face.
That's weird. You never said that before.
Hmm.
Why'd you change your opinion?
You're a real smart one, aren't you?
Hey guys, she doesn't have her veil on anymore. Guys, come over here.
I mean, I think you guys are all like. I think you guys are like in a circle eating breakfast, and you're like right next to them.
And
Guys,
Taika-
look.
It's like, take it. Be cool, man. Be cool.
Oh. Yeah. No, that's chill.
It's
I
called
mean-
fashion.
You have everyone's attention already, I guess. I'll reintroduce myself.
Uh-huh.
My name is High Priestess Ashana.
Oh, it's not
Ooh.
secret. Okay.
Wait,
Lashana.
what? You're
High priestess
high.
of-
You're high. What? What is what?
High
What are you talking about?
High Priestess Ashana.
Caldra.
Did I say it slow
Cal-
enough for you?
Caldra. You're saying your name wrong.
She is not here right now.
Oh.
Well, I
Oh,
think
this
I'd
feels-
much rather her than a stranger.
We've hardly met this one. How could you say this? It is nice to meet you, Lady Ashana.
Wait,
Oh, wow.
sorry. Is this the same person? Like,
That's a way to put it.
so when you say she's not here right now, like, she didn't leave and you came in, you're still the same body, right?
Technically.
Oh. Weird.
What are you high priestess of?
It's a wonderful following for Quarry. It's the path of the inspirational or inspired.
Haven't heard of it.
Great. Mm,
Worry?
yes.
What's that?
I'm technically from the Dreaming Dark.
Keep going.
I think I've answered enough questions.
I've got so many more. You have to keep going, please.
But you annoy me.
Okay, well, fine. I have a final question. Would she want herself to be unveiled? Do you know that?
No, she does not.
Oh, okay. This feels wrong. I'm gonna walk away with my hands over my eyes.
That's sweet.
Aw.
I like that. That's sweet. If you don't have any inspiration,
Okay.
I like that.
She'll have to get over it. It's a stupid insecurity of hers.
Can't hear you.
Do I have any more questions, or can we proceed?
I have a question. So,
Yes, Prince?
please don't address me like that ever fucking again. So, from what I'm understanding, is she in that thing that Caldra sent in my mind? That fucking thing that floats around her? Is that where she is?
That's
Lancelot,
kind
what the
of
heck is going on?
my
I don't know. I'm just going
spiritual
along with
body.
it.
That is my spiritual quarry body. She is kind of locked in her own mind at the moment. She can see what I allow her to see, but as of now, she has no clue what's going on.
Why? Why is it your turn?
Well, I can't reveal all my secrets. Now can I?
I mean, it's probably
But I
a good
can
idea.
reveal some of hers.
No. It's probably a good idea
No,
to tell
don't
us
do
what's
that.
going on because, now you're a whole different person who's not as nice, actually.
I'm still as capable.
Well, no one's questioning your capability, but this is fucked up.
Well, if you
Yeah.
don't want me here, I can leave. But Caldra comes with me.
I mean, do you want to be here?
I have some aligned paths along the way, so I don't mind tagging along.
Alright.
Avarice walks into the foray. Walks in. She says, "Oh, that went much better than I had thought it would."
Did you do this?
Yes, I had no part in this, but I was the first to learn about this arrangement. I did not know this previously. I was not happy. I had figured that when I first asked all of you to introduce yourselves, that you would introduce me to your titles or any of that nature. And whenever this one revealed that she was a high priestess, or that she housed a whatever was going on with her, which I'm sure Caldra knew about, but she wasn't forthcoming with. So if anyone should be blamed for this sense of uneasiness, it should be Caldra. And I know that comes with a sense of
Victim blaming? Really?
a sense of victim blaming, yes, but in honest truth, it is. I mean, I'm as much surprised as you all are about this. But we have some time to get to know this Ashana. She is under my employment still, so I expect a sense of cooperation amongst all of you. I know you may not be happy with that outcome, but we have a job to do. We are going to do it.
When did you find out about this?
About 4 hours ago, I woke, as Sir Lancelot could probably prove that I'm telling the truth. I woke up during Sir Lancelot's watch. Dear God, Jacob forgot what the word was. Sir Lancelot's watch, and he can attest that I went over to Wake Caldra. I had she had asked of me something. She had wanted to talk to me about something, which she had brought up to my attention alone. And upon waking her up, she, Oshana, revealed to me what she just revealed to you all. So I got the chance to talk with her first, just to see what we were dealing with, and it did not seem to arouse much urgency. I thought it would be best for you all to sleep, as it didn't prove to be too troublesome, just different.
All right.
But while that happened, while you guys were talking just now, I had contact with my other partners, or so, the group I told you about previously, about, you know, that I tried to approach and hire first, but they were busy with other stuff. And she reaches into a pocket in her chest area, like she pulls a pouch out, and there is like a little vial, like a little jar of this silvery mercury-like liquid. She says, "This is a new and interesting development that they had an encounter. They had an opportunity to acquire. This is metal from Nethril. This is Nethril metal. This hasn't been seen in
Wow.
centuries, maybe even a millennia. It is useful.
Useful how? You know what to do
Yeah.
with it?
Yes, this is going to assist in our search for the Nethril City.
Oh.
I can magically affix this to the compass in a degree, integrate it into it to help us get a better headway on the city. It will inhibit us, or it will help us find the city without having the desire to find the city. So it helps us kind of like a automatic guide to what we search, to more of this metal. It will pull to the strongest force of this metal. So it'll be it will help us go to where it will be easier, a little more defined.
Does the metal have like a name? Is there any specific, like iron, bronze?
I might have to look in my books to recall. There was a name given to it once, but I for some reason I just can't think of it.
No rush.
Let me-
just curious.
Let me turn to my book, and you see her kind of pocket it back into her shirt, and she pulls out like some dusty book that she pulls out. She begins to kind of read it, flipping through the pages. Jacob's looking for some information right now. She says that this is called I'm gonna pronounce it. It's called Mythaler. Mythaler. MYTH. I'll just paste it in the general chat. And I think there's a pronunciation guide, so I'm gonna go look for that.
Mythalar?
Mythalar. Yeah, there we go. Mythalar. That's much. Thank you, Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mythalar sounds stupid. And it makes sense that it would be pronounced Mythalar. Yeah, she says this is Mythalar metal. The Netherese wizards and constructs were most of the constructs that were made in the Netheril Empire were made from this Mythalar. There was talks that large quantities of this could be forged into to many unique artifacts, many great and illustrious magical items. So this small amount itself is, yes, it is like the liquid Terminator.
Ooh.
this metal itself is worth an unfathomable amount of money. There is no price on this. This is a priceless. This is a priceless artifact.
Mm.
And if you were curious, there was some sort of some sort of financial transaction. One of the other members seemed to have gotten himself into a bit of a situation, and I was able to provide them with some relief. So before you guys, I don't know. I'm trying to be more transparent.
Sure. No, that's
I feel it would be best for us before we make this travel across the wilderness.
Cool.
Yes, very cool. So cool. It's as cool as ice.
so. Next though, we're bringing the egg to the dragon, right?
Yes.
Right.
Once we get outside of the town, we should give the dragon its egg. It's been. I am afraid that something negative may have happened in the time we have acquired the egg, and
Oh,
we should have, given the dragon the egg. But we have had other obstacles to overcome, other things that didn't align with our schedule. So, yes, once we get outside the city, maybe a mile or so before we get to the cabin, before we get to our next destination, we should drop the egg off and appease the dragon. Just
If we're gonna be out of towns for a couple days, is there any worth in someone going to the Scrimshander shop just to see what they have? I mean, I don't know if there would be something special there, but we're not gonna be in a town for a couple of days, so.
she says to you, I have never visited that shop, so I could not tell you whether or not. I mean, if you guys want to go and buy some stuff, just make sure you keep it low profile. But
oh yeah.
we can wait a couple hours if you guys want to do that.
It should only be like a little bit, right? Like not
As
even.
long
a
as
couple
no,
hours.
as long as no bounty hunters come after us.
Yeah.
Bingo. Yeah, I can pack up what I need to here. I can get rid of the evidence that we were staying here. If
Yeah.
you want to go visit the Scrimshander, feel free to. But it's really up to you guys. I'm ready to set out whenever you guys are.
I mean, it's not safe for me to go up there. They know what I look like, so.
I was just saying that. I don't want to go to the Scrimshander shop, but if someone else thinks that would be cool, I'm just saying we're not going to be in towns for a couple days, so last chance.
I'd just as soon hit the road.
Heck.
All right, everyone ready then?
I think so.
All right. So I parked the axe beaks a little ways away, so we're gonna have to probably stealth to them. We're gonna be a little sneaky about this. But yes, let's set out. Try to do your best to clean up any kind of tracks or lightness leaving behind.
Right.
Sure.
It's exciting.
Woo!
Let's see some pep in our step. We're all new day, monumental things have happened. We have acquired this compass. We've successfully completed a job together. This is the turning. We're going to be onto riches.
Mm-hmm. It can only go up from here.
Indeed. And Dicus has his new spell as well. I don't know if he told you that, but he has
Fuck
his new
yeah.
spell.
Look at it. And I opened my book. The illustration is just like some person being held in place, and they're like watching their village burn. It's a little weird. It's different than my other. Anyway,
That's a little dark.
A little.
but it's still like in a children's book illustration type vibe.
No, it's cute and dark. Then.
Yeah.
I like
Ri-
it.
Like Richard Scarry.
All right. Well, let's set out then. So you guys all begin your exit of the abandoned inn. I would like stealth checks from everybody.
For you, fine.
Thanks, Tyler.
Anything. Okay.
15.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm gonna
Great.
get my inspiration.
I hope you.
Yeah,
keep
I'm
that
gonna use my
gold dollar.
inspiration.
No,
No?
it's
No.
gonna be funny.
No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it.
And
Okay.
Tyler, you do have your importance. Do not forget about that.
Yeah, I'm planning.
Now do what your character do.
Okay, yeah. I would use my heroic inspiration. I'm planning. I already know how I'm gonna use one of my portents.
Avarice succeeded on her. She did succeed. She
Okay, I got-
18.
Okay.
13.
Same.
Okay.
I got a
Got a
15.
19.
So far the lowest I've heard is 13. Is there anyone lower than a 13?
I got a 5.
A 5.
Woo!
We do
Okay.
12.
So most of you all succeed. Enoch, you probably maybe the last one out of the establishment. You probably see a you probably see what look like 5 Delpho, kind of going about their business. It may be a family. There's 2 obviously adult, and there's like 3 little kids. You see one of the little kids points over in your direction. Very perceptive little kid. Points over in your direction. You probably hear him say something that's a little muffled by the wind. But you just see these people, and like you make eye contact with them. It's very clear that they've spotted you. Make eye
With
contact.
the little kid,
Yeah.
I have to
look
put
at the
you
little
down.
kid. I go,
Oh, you just go. You just watch him like double take back and forth, and then you just watch him like turn back and ignore you.
Insane.
Wild.
I love it.
But yes, you guys all succeed out of the. You guys all exit. I mean, think about this little kid. This little kid's probably tiny. You're a giant Goliath that's like muscular, and you're just like, oh, dude. Yeah, you guys stealth away, kind of tucked into the forest of Lonely Woods Forest. Here is a large herd of Axebeaks. These Axebeaks,
yeah.
they're not the ones that you guys got from your mission previously. The well seasoned Axebeaks that have been around that Nerith had promised you guys. These Axebeaks are they are younger. You can tell there's very much like they have adolescent teen vibes, like a rebellious vibe to them.
That's why they're cheap.
If you guys want to, in this time, you could flavor whatever your Axebeak's name is. You can bond with your Axebeak in this moment. Feel free to describe what they are, but they're very much. They don't have to be like, stereotypical rebellious. But you see that their demeanors are young, kind of in that they've never been through the wilderness, so you can see that they're very like younger Axebeaks. But if you would like to give them a name or describe them, feel free to.
My Axebeak has a big black mohawk.
Wait.
And you guys can actually add these onto your character sheets under the extras tab. There'll be like a mount, and you could select Axebeaks on there, and you can just edit the name or description of them if you want to.
I
This
already
isn't
have an
something
Axebeak on here.
That
What
was
are
your
they
old
called?
one. That was your old one, probably.
Oh.
But you guys
I
didn't
would-
get to keep.
I would
Aw.
try to go for the biggest one again. Whatever the
Yeah.
biggest one is.
Oh, I might stop you and take that as well. I think I need one that can hold my size.
Rock, paper, scissors. Older parchment shears.
Very well, but if I break the smaller one, it would be sad.
All right.
You want to do it? Rock, paper, scissors?
We can do rollies.
I like the rock, paper, scissors
Okay.
idea. I'm ready. Put your fist up.
Okay.
Ashana's gonna come by and tap a Tychus on the shoulder and give him guidance.
Wow. What did I do to deserve that? Okay, wait. Rock,
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I can't see what you did. What'd you do?
Yeah, scissors. Yeah.
Okay, I died. All right. And I take the next smallest. biggest one? I don't know.
Yeah. So in Tychus, you find one that's got some really thick legs on them. Like really, their calf muscles are popping.
He's working
So-
out instead of addressing his feelings. I get it.
Lancelot, you look at the next one. It's not as bulky. Its legs aren't as impressive as the one that Tychus has got. But you see that its body very much is just like a singular ab. It's like its body is just a muscle. So you feel confident that you will be supported by this large Axebeak.
He has an inner strength. I can feel it.
Very nice.
I've named mine Buckbeak.
Nice. I picked the one that's all black.
Yeah.
Just the
There is definitely a very dark one, like very black.
Oh yeah. Does it have like a little bit of bangs hanging over one of its eyes?
It does.
Nice.
Like the feathers somehow manage to resist
Yeah,
their natural
flop.
growth pattern and just flop over. And every like 5 seconds, it like throws its bangs back.
Yeah.
trying to get it out of its eyes.
And one of the other axe beaks is its mom, and it's always angry at it.
Yeah, you see one just judging the fuck out of this kid, like just looking over and like shaking its head. Its eyes are squinted. And you see Albert walks over and takes that one.
Nice.
Ashana's gonna stand away from them and just kind of stare at them with disgust
You get a
Wow.
walk.
What?
and try to pick the cleanest one.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, there is one of the cleanest ones. You see, it's annoyingly clean. Like it's annoyingly clean. Like you see it going around like pecking at the other axe beaks, cleaning them, and then like it'll see a spot of dirt and it'll start cleaning itself, and it kind of picks its head up, and you kind of see like the twinkle of the
Aggressive.
sunlight off of it.
And I'll just be like, "You're mine.
Squawk.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk."
Squawk. Yeah, that one is claimed by you as well.
I named mine Poe, like Edgar Allan Poe.
Ooh,
Nice.
very nice.
Ashana's just gonna call hers it.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
That's so rude.
Funny enough, like Craig, except for instead of black, mine's all white.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. It's for a more, camouflaged
Mhm.
axe beak. I know.
He's albino.
Hey, bud. Pet him.
Yeah, he like leans into your hand. And just
All right. Well,
I don't know what an axe beak could purr, but he purrs like a chicken. I don't know.
Purrs like a
Yeah,
chicken.
purrs like a chicken.
I've renamed mine to Buff Beak.
Nice.
Buff chick rap.
Yeah, so just make sure you guys do attach to your character sheets, just so you have that statistic ready in case anything goofy happens or where the axe
Nothing
beaks
could
are in
happen.
danger. I mean, anything can happen in the wilderness. But yeah, so as you guys mount the axe beaks you have picked, you have named and form whatever bond that can be formed from this quick interaction. You guys all set out. Avarice begins to kind of trail to the front of the pack, but how do you guys travel? How do you guys kind of fall in line? Because she's very much just kind of directing you guys towards this black cabin, and she would have mentioned it again that she wanted to go get that device from her, the device she invested in her friend or whatever, to go get that device before you guys set out.
I want to be behind Oshana.
Okay.
I'll be at the very
I
back of
think-
the pack.
Okay.
I
This is
think-
at the back.
I think Ashana is gonna try to ride next to Hayase.
Okay.
God, really?
Okay, so where does High say sit in this line? So far, we have Avarice at the front and Kitris at the back.
Are we just doing a straight line?
You guys can flavor however you want to. Like, you guys are kind of like going through the wilderness. You guys can do whatever form
Mhm.
you want.
I'll be in front of Antiochus.
So- Antiochus is behind Ashana, and Ashana is next to Heisei.
Yep.
So we're gonna place Heisei in, Ashana in the middle.
He's got the.
Do you guys want to do a straight line, or do you guys want to do some sort of pattern? Like,
I feel like
Flying
we
V.
need to be in a line, but
I'll
have to
be
be
off to
aligned.
the side. Say we do like a cross shape or something. I'll be on
Yeah.
the side.
And I'll be on the other side.
okay. Do you guys want to be more so in the middle or the front on this cross?
Middle.
I guess in the middle. Yeah.
Middle. Yeah.
So we will do.
I'll be on the
we'll just
left
say
side.
Sir Enika's on the left.
I'll be on the right.
Lance is on the right. Kitris is in the back. And then we can just say Heisei, Shauna in the middle most, and we'll say that Antiochus is just like right in front of Kitris. So it looks something like. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this on my notebook.
why don't you draw it on the screen? On the
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a good. Hey, you know what?
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Yeah, I was about to
first
say.
letter of our name.
Oh.
So we got Avarice, We got, let's say, Enoch. E for E, SL for Sir Lancelot. And then we'll do Ashana, Heise, Kitris. Something like that.
Yeah, that's
What
good.
about Antiochus?
He's right here.
No, that's
Oh, wait.
Ashana.
That's me.
That's a shot.
Antiochus is right here.
Can I be on the other side?
Oh my fucking god.
It's
Oh my
literally
God,
behind
this point.
me.
At this point, Enoch
Yes.
should just like come in words, and it'll just be like.
Yes, you guys have
Photo
formed
too.
this. You guys have formed y'all's pattern of travel.
It's just
okay?
important. It's important.
Yes, for sure. So yeah, you guys begin your travel at this, just following her. Now, if you guys want to do any talking while you guys travel, you guys can feel free to carry out that. If not, I will just kind of say you guys make it outside of town, and you can start doing the dragon stuff. But yes,
I got nothing to say.
While we're traveling, I'd like to use my lens of insight on
Do it.
on Ashana, and I'm gonna use my portent. You're gonna have to make a deception roll. But I'm gonna use my natural 20 portent.
yep.
Oh my goodness!
Hell
Wow, this
Might as
seems
well,
like.
dude.
Okay.
And that's what I want to look for. But if it doesn't take me there, then that's okay.
But she's not deceiving you. Then...
No, but the lens of insight requires.
Let me
deception. What'd you roll?
Yeah, what did you roll? Star.
19.
Okay, so
Not good
what's your,
enough.
what's your total with the crit on your insight?
Oh fuck. My insight
Yes.
22.
22. So obviously he learned something from you. Since it is a crit, he is going to learn something specific that he wants to learn. And he has messaged it to me. I'm going to message it to you,
Ooh.
Okay.
Star, and then you
My
can
goodness.
you can answer it in the way that is
That's
fitting.
appropriate.
Yes. But since this is a crit on this check, I'm going to say he can learn a specific piece of information.
Okay, I'm not gonna hold back. I promise.
I mean, you could. Or the secret could be like, not clear, right?
Okay, well, I don't know what the question is yet, so.
That's
Oh.
it.
Right.
Okay. So,
I mean,
a good way to do this is to hurt her a lot.
Wow.
Stress her out
I'm not in that
a
business.
lot. And you kind of sense that during daybreak there could be a mental switch after a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you
Interesting.
claim. Obviously, Ashana, you are unaware of this happening. And Tychus, you try not to squeal and squeak.
I'll just as he does that, he just says like he just whispers like I'm sorry. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. I'm not gonna.
Perfect. Perfect.
I want
Yeah,
to do
you,
something.
yeah, sure, go for it.
I'll hurt her a lot.
I want to look back because I see Kitris and Antiochus behind me. I want to use psionic whispers on both of them. To
Yeah,
connect
for sure.
them.
We're in the group chat.
We're in the group chat.
Yeah, you
I
have
only
been
have it for an
connected.
hour.
We made it. We made it.
Don't leak any kind of war plans while you're in the group chat.
Hey-o.
I'll just. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah.
So, Kitris, I added you to this. I was gonna tell Antiochus. This is about last night. What happened?
Right.
So, with the news of whoever the fuck Caldra is now, Ashana.
Crazy.
I think I should just let you know, Antiochus and Kitris, the deal Avarice wants to make with me is she wants me to make sure if you learn too much Antiochus, I have to put you down.
Crazy. Crazy. You didn't say yes though, right?
No.
Okay.
Of course, I don't trust magic as is. Why would I?
I'm just being thorough.
Obviously, I haven't trusted her from the get-go.
Right.
And I've seen more and more why I shouldn't trust her.
What? Yeah. Well. So I think. Oh, hi, say you don't know about this.
No, about what?
I do know. I do know that is responsible for my father's death.
Who? Avarice?
Yes. In some I don't know. I don't know what for. I want to know more before I kill her.
So we're planning on killing her, is what I'm hearing.
Well,
Beatrice, do you want to step in for this?
Well, maybe. I'm just saying she's responsible for the death of my. It's complicated.
There's a lot going on. I'm just trying to process it.
Understandable.
I just think right now she's more useful to us alive. Like I can get her later. It doesn't matter to kill her now.
Okay.
And maybe she shows me something else that maybe I think maybe she doesn't die. Maybe that was a mistake. She killed my dad. She doesn't. I mean, she said it felt like she felt guilty for it, but that doesn't mean that's redeemable. Feeling bad for doing a bad, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're rushing into anything like that, so yeah,
Right.
We definitely have some time.
Right. I just want to let you know.
Crazy that she suggested to fucking kill me. If I knew anything too, she doesn't know what I know.
Well, the thing that strikes me as interesting now is, has she asked someone to kill me that I don't know about, or like for the rest of you, someone else in our group? Are we all like?
It's like a contingency plan.
Yeah, are we all targets of each other?
I mean,
oh, so who's supposed to take Heisei out? Have you been asked?
I have not been asked to kill anyone. No.
Okay.
And that's I promise.
She doesn't ask me anything.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
so
I have the marks.
maybe
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong then.
so then we've all been asked maybe to put someone down, or is it just me so far?
I think it's just you.
It seems like just you, yeah, because neither of
Seems
us...
like maybe she doesn't like me. From this new information I'm getting.
I mean, she sent you to a different dimension. I think it's very clear she might not like you.
Right, but I thought we kind of worked through that.
Well, I mean, in the nicest way possible, your hand is a sign that she didn't get through it.
Right, yeah. I talked to her about it, and she's like, just to make sure our deal is like more solidified. And I was like, oh, really?
Well, yeah. Just so everybody knows. Well, at least you two.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, do you guys maybe we shouldn't look at Oshana because she liked having her veil on. Culture liked having her veil on. I feel like it's disrespectful to look at her if like who we met didn't want to be seen.
I mean, I respect that, but yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to not.
It's just like.
Yeah.
I can't send mental images, but in my head, I'm just like it's just like this.
Right. Yeah.
Got a little privacy screen up.
Yeah. Or like talking away from her, like.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't plan on trying to interact with her after her calling me a prince. I made it very clear I don't like that title.
Right.
So.
Well, you just let.
That already put me on my bad side.
Right. You just let me know if you need anything, okay? We a united front.
Yeah. But this is great. Great news. It's nice
It
chatting
doesn't
with you
seem
guys.
like any good news. None of this seems like good news.
Oh no, it's not. It's more like a cope good news.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all sadder for this.
Remember, act normal.
Right.
Nothing's
Mhm.
changed.
Yes.
We are still her employers. or well, employees. She's
Dude,
on,
she's got me locked up.
Yeah, I know you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
We got to figure out something about that eventually. It's good right now, so I mean, it serves us now.
I don't have a mark on my hand, but she definitely woke something up in me, so I don't know what else that comes with. So.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Boss, technically.
What? No, my powers.
Oh.
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 Not-
Okay. Sorry.
Not my
sorry,
sexual
I just-
desires, gentlemen. My powers.
Gotcha. It was okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know
that-
what
that
else
over
comes
for a
with
second, so-
with that. So
That is
True.
it is strange. It's hard to research out here, to be honest. So it's gonna be a little slow getting the information you want.
sure. Yeah. Well,
Once we get to like a bigger town, like Bryn Shander or something like that, I think I could probably find something more concrete.
I think the best thing we can do right now is just keep an eye on each other. Just better eye, I suppose.
Okay.
Be more
Got you.
perceptive.
That's fair.
Yeah. Got you.
I've been trying to see through her lies, and she tries to lie a lot. So just keep an eye on that, especially.
I'll try. I'm not. I like trusting people. I just like straight shooter type shit.
Understandable.
Yeah. I get it.
I can't trust people, so. I mean,
Let's unpack.
you guys are the closest people I've trusted in a while,
Let's
so
unpack that.
just take that into account.
Uh-oh. Okay. Don't worry. Everyone in this group chat, we're solid. We're solid.
All right.
Sir Lancelot seems the other two, they seem solid too. They seem I'm just saying we're solid. I'm not trying to exclude them.
All right.
I
Alright.
would have added them, but I kind of anyway.
But what? What did you say?
Nothing. That's all.
Oh, you're glitching out
Oh.
a bit, Ethan. You said
Oh,
you said I
no.
would have added them, but and then you like glitched out.
Yeah.
And...
Can you
I
guys hear me
wanted to
now?
know the reason.
Yeah. No, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Oh, I can only have 2 people.
Oh, okay. I
I
was
can't
like,
do more than
what's
2
the
people.
reason? Give me
They
that
didn't,
tea.
they didn't pass the vibe check today.
Right.
Fair.
I was like, okay, cool.
That's valid.
Yeah, I can only have
Gotcha.
2 people.
Right.
Right.
Let's keep being good employees for now.
Yeah.
Watch each other's backs.
I'll try. No
3, 2, 1, break.
It's the Discord lead call. I hate to do this. I have to go to the bathroom really bad.
Oh, you're fine.
So
We're taking a break.
I've been drinking so much water. I'm like, I can last another like 30 minutes maybe. Well, I can't. I'm getting
Go for it.
lifestyle.
All
All right, take like a quick 5-minute break.
All right.
Gotcha.
We wait.
Hello, welcome back from our bathroom break. Sorry for that quick break, but now we're back.
Yo, guys. Guys, I just hang on, just chiming in here for a bit.
What did we
This is a
miss?
mental communication, by the way. If you didn't
I divined. I really wanted to know how the switch happens between Oshana. Is it Oshana? What?
Ashana?
Oshana.
Ashana.
And Kuldra, and the things I've divined is hurt her a lot,
Okay.
stress her out a lot,
Okay.
and sometimes possibly there's like a mental switch at daybreak.
Oh.
So I
hurt her a lot, like bring her
I-
like real down, like she's almost dead, or
just say something really
Start-
mean.
Starting muted.
I forgot something. You can also do it through emotion.
Okay.
Heightened
So
it can be
emotion.
physical
Say
or
something really
emotional.
mean.
Okay.
It can be physical or emotional. But would it have to be emotionally hurt? Would it have to emotionally hurt Oshana, or would it have to emotionally hurt? This is important.
And it just has to be a really strong emotion.
Okay.
It can
Gotcha.
be strong connection, strong anything that it just has to be emotionally
Taxing.
emotional enough. Yeah.
Let's give her a wedgie and see what
important.
Gotcha.
What if we from behind just kept throwing snowballs at her, just
I don't think
just
might
don't
die.
stop.
I don't think
Don't
so.
do
bully
it.
her,
Don't
to
do it.
change.
Do it.
We give her a
She's a
swirly.
violent person,
I just don't know if that's like a great idea.
and she's your healer.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Her class could have changed. Who knows?
if she loses a shit on us for throwing snowballs at her, then Avarice might kind of change her tune with whatever they have organized.
Or Avarice might be like, shouldn't have thrown snowballs at her.
Probably, but
Just thought I should let you guys know.
yeah, no, that's good information.
The lens of insight, it does wonders. Wonders. It's crazy. Anyways. Okay. That's all. That's all.
we can still hear you giggling. No.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll be
It
quiet about
lasts an
that.
hour. It's okay.
Okay, and I'll now probably pull in front of
Us?
in front of you two.
So you're directly behind Avarice, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys, let's say you guys travel for maybe 30 minutes outside of the city, and Avarice probably slows and stops. Probably turns back and says, "Okay, well, if we're gonna do this dragon egg thing now, this is probably best before we get to our destination." So,
Yeah.
yes. Unless you want to get to our destination, then do it there.
No, you're probably right. Alright. Let's hope this works. Pull out the whistle out my pocket. Right there.
All right, roll a d4 for me.
Oh, where is my D4?
Does the whistle make it sound like something else?
Yeah, it sounds like a dragon's roar.
Oh.
You know, like those Aztec death whistles. How they sound like
Yeah,
crazy. It's like that, but it's a dragon's roar instead.
Cool.
that could
Yeah.
be really cool for intimidating someone.
So you do that, and you feel the dragon will arrive in 3 hours.
Oh, great.
Fuck.
Does that mean we're gonna have to wait?
Probably.
I think we got some time before it comes. Do we want to wait here, or
Well, if we leave, it won't know where we've gone, right?
Ooh, actually, in like 2.5 hours, you could just whistle again,
Oh, once it's closed.
and then and then it'd know, hey, I gotta reroute up here.
But we are an hour away from where we're supposed to go. I thought we were trying to not have a dragon pull up on this cabin.
Yeah,
And
That's true.
More courtesy.
Yeah, sure. I guess we'll wait.
yeah. Let's just stay put.
Probably a little camp get set up just so you guys aren't, the aspects probably get tied off. Fed some rations here or there for their short travel. Once again, if you guys want to talk amongst yourself, feel free to do that. But we can. Yep.
I want to ask Avarice a question.
Okay. Yeah.
Avarice.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any books on demonology or anything like that?
I'm sure I have something here. Let me. Any specific demon that you want to learn about, or?
No,
Just
just
like a
like the
general-
nature of pacts and the powers they provide and such.
Unrelated
says-
to anything that's ever
Yeah,
happened.
she segues and says, "Is this about your mark on your hand? Are you
I'm
worried?
interested about it.
I can tell you what happens if you want. I can be transparent with you. It's not.
Yeah, but I also want to study from the material in the book also because I like gaining knowledge.
Yeah, she reaches into her a book bag. A bag of holding that is a book bag. She reaches and pulls out a book. It says it's a title, rather dusty title. It's like the world history of demons and devils alike, a tale through time as told by Sir Willie Wonkins.
Could you also give me? Can I also get a book on demonic rituals and how to break them?
She says, I do not have that book, sadly.
Oh,
I'm
I
not-
just thought maybe.
Did you want to know
But-
about what happens with your mark? I can be transparent with you.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
a secret.
Please tell me. Please tell me.
Yeah, so the mark here assists you in learning spells, of course. Whenever you get a spell, you can
Really cool.
learn how to use it. It's usually only compatible with spells that I bring from the Arcane Brotherhood. They are written on a special parchment.
Huh?
It also prevents you from casting any of these spells on me.
Okay.
If you decide to make that decision, you will lose every spell you have learned.
All of them?
Just the ones that you have obtained through my services.
Okay. I'm like, holy fuck.
Once we get to the Kraken's Kiss and finish that, we can figure out a way to renegotiate. We'll see what happens.
Sure. Is there something gonna happen at the Kraken's Kiss? Are you trying to tell me something?
Yes, I plan on killing you in front of the whole party.
That would be so disappointing. That would be really disappointing.
Obviously, this was sarcasm.
Yeah, I know.
No, I just say that is what I have all hired you again for, to go to the Kraken's Kiss, loot it. Then will be time for contract renegotiations. If you're not comfortable with this mark, we can get rid of it, and then we can figure out a way for you to keep those spells.
In the future, maybe. It's kind of useful right now, so.
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take the book now, though.
Yeah, she hands you the book by Sir Willie Wonkins.
Great author. Love this guy. And yeah, I will. I'll start reading it. I'm gonna try to look for things that are relevant to Kitris's affliction. Well, his newly gained affliction. Well, he asked me to, so I thought.
Yeah, you can spend the time. You had to spend the whole time waiting. The rest of the time waiting after this conversation, just focusing on the book.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would say
locked
you'll make a history check. Not an advantage or disadvantage, just a flat history check as you kind of are reading through this rather fast. I would assume, trying to find different.
Yeah. Any keywords?
Yeah, but we'll get to that. We'll just remember what you roll, and we'll resolve that after. I think Star was about to say something.
Yeah, I want to create a mind link with Kitris.
Oh,
Everyone's about
Boop, boop.
Kitris today.
Discord call connected.
And I'll be like, hello.
Hi again.
And I want to note that, like, instead of like the warmness you usually feel when she enters your mind, it's cold and feels probably uncomfortable.
All right.
I was just so curious. Caldra never questioned you. But those voices,
Yeah.
they were fake.
The ones that came out of my mouth, yes, those were fake. But they
Insight check.
are in my head. Well, I'm telling the
Oh.
truth, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, it was all for attention, but yes, I do hear them. But
Did they sound different than you, or is it all you?
they sound dark and chaotic, but I mean, I don't know that it's any different from many other tieflings and their history, their past, their ancestry. But it might be. I guess that's probably something I could talk to Avarice about.
She is very helpful. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with a little darkness and chaos. So,
No.
just a question I had. Very curious. Caldra's too trusting.
I mean, trust isn't a bad thing, but I'd actually appreciate that if you didn't enter my head anymore, unless you're Caldra.
No promises. And you'll feel the coldness leave.
Yep. Hi, Sage Regent. So, yeah, unless anyone else wants to talk, this is kind of happening throughout y'all's 3-hour wait time. We get to the end of that kind of maybe 20 minutes or so before that. Hi, Sage. Antiochus, what'd you get? My bad.
So I got a 1 originally, but I'm a halfling, so I get to re-roll it. So I re-rolled it, and I got a natural 20. So if you
Holy
guys were
shit.
looking at me, I would like mwah, mwah, during the middle of the thing. I was like, fuck yeah, baby.
I'm gonna ask you once again, what were you trying to discern or learn?
I was looking for things relating to his current affliction, like what it would do to him, like the implications beyond just him gaining power, like if that had any side effects that she didn't tell him about, like how to break it if it is reversible. Look up if it is reversible, if that's something that should happen, like stuff like that.
Okay, so what you learned with the natural 20, with 26 total, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You do find some useful information in there.
Kicking my feet.
As far as side effects, it's very unstable. Like what it sounds like is some sort of, more or less whatever is happening or whatever pre-existed or exists after whatever happened, that ritual that they did. There is no reverse in it unless there is a wish spell used to reverse it.
Oof.
So that's pretty.
Like that.
That's some pretty like strong magic. Pretty intense. You know that as a wizard. As far as like side effects, it is just unstable magic, unstable potential. It's more so this is unstable potential. There is a little tidbit on there saying if any more of the progression happens. Let's say if there was more. If there was anything else that would further the magic, like if there was like say some more charlatan or something, or whatever, like I'm just gonna use charlatan because that was used. If any of that is used to further progress or try to cultivate the magic within, not only does it get more unstable, but the person themselves slowly begins to lose themselves. So they slowly begin to become more and more evil. And if enough of it has happened, they fully transition over into whatever entity is housed within. That's kind of what you learn roughly. So.
I will. I'll try to do the mind link. Is the mind link still up after 3 hours?
I think this would have happened more or less so at the end of the because you were probably spending 2.5 hours to search for this book. So your
Sure.
mind link would have dropped by now.
Okay, then I'll pull him aside real quick. I will try the mind leak at first and just.
You see like the AOL sound.
Then it doesn't work, and then I just pull him aside and I tell all that information to him.
Throwing up on me. Oh. Well.
Not reversible, really. We're whispering. We're obviously like away.
Yeah, you guys can be away from the group. There's nothing that's like no one's actively listening. And
Small person time over here.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
just flies up into the air with you.
yeah.
Cute moment.
Excuse us for a second.
Cutesy moment.
So
I can show
So-
you the world.
yeah, it's not. It's not.
Oh, fuck! I dropped him.
So it's not reversible, and if this progresses any further, you will start to lose yourself. Eventually, the whatever is inhabiting you will seize your body.
Well,
You should be okay right now, but just don't let it progress any further.
yeah, I
If she
definitely
offers.
didn't plan on doing that again. So, but you never know
I can
what.
give you the book. I got it on loan if you want to read through it.
I mean, if Avarice is all right with me taking
Yeah,
a look, sure.
I'll stall her if she's like, give it back, right?
Oh,
We're cool
all
like that.
All right.
So I'll hand you the book.
Yeah, and then I'll probably just put it in my bag since we're like probably at the end of the 3 hours. You said, right? Dragon's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thought this was relevant for you to know. I
Yeah.
didn't know that we'd find. I thought I'd just ask her, and she thought I was asking about my mark, which was cool.
Right.
So
Well, I appreciate it.
yep, she said we could renegotiate the mark stuff at the end of when we come up to the dragon's horde, which I was like, huh, that's weird. Why would it felt like there was something gonna happen there, and I tried to ask, and she's like, no, we just renegotiate. So I don't know if something's supposed to happen there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's that there's so much gold that she won't need to pay us anymore because we'll be
Yeah.
filthy rich. But yeah,
We'll
I
be
doubt-
bought out of our
I doubt that.
contract.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I guess
Okay.
We'll see.
thought you should know. You wanted to know this, so I thought I
Yes.
should work on it.
I mean, that was quick. Thank you. I mean, it's literally like 3 hours ago we talked about it. So.
Well, I really want to help you in whatever way I can.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, the others are whispering. We should. They're probably jealous that you're flying up in the air with me. And like,
Probably.
Nobody's
Oh,
paying
but-
attention. You look down and we're not even looking at you guys.
I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look over there. I just say they're so jealous.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we go back
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, and with that, you guys begin to hear the heavy beating of wings as you see a shape begin to kind of coalesce into the sky, growing from a small speck to the very large, beautiful, gargantuan size of this white dragon. As it lands with a heavy impact, the ground kind of reverberates and shakes. You see some snow and ice get thrown about, and the dragon, as the as ice and snow settles, the dragon, which I cannot pronounce his name, she lets out her deep and gravelly voice. About fucking time! I've been waiting so long. Melon Throne is just getting worse and worse. Did you complete your mission? Quest.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
did.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where is the egg?
She has it, and I'll point at Avarice.
Avarice.
Yeah. Me too.
Avarice pulls out a shotgun and shoots it down.
Man, a bad time.
Pulls out an RPG. Boom, boom.
We all knew it was coming.
Yeah, Avarice reaches in and she pulls out the shrunken form of that, that very beautiful crystal She places it on the ground and she watches as it enlarges back to its normal size. The figure inside of the egg still has the same kind of the same look about it. I mean, the crystal itself, there are like black runes that kind of look like chains, which I say you would have noticed. That's what happened during her whole ritual. That's how she's going to make sure the egg is like locked longer. The dragon sees it. There is no change in the dragon's expression.
Nice.
She sees this beautiful gleaming egg. It is a sight to see, especially for some of you. You probably may have forgotten about what it looked like, and it kind of takes your breath away as well, seeing that really epic item, really epic cool thing. The dragon says, "Good, I will take it and leave now." And she begins to grab the egg with her foot, and she begins to start try to take off.
Do you want to do any more business?
I thought this was a deal.
Yeah. We also the dragon horde. That's ours now.
Yes, you can find the dragon's horn by the sea of moving ice. I will not attack you or kill you. You can. She's starting to fly away. You can travel there and take it.
You're trying to leave a conversation, but they keep talking. Any more? You want to do any more business? Tell us where to find you so we can come visit.
She says,
No. That's what she says.
Fuck off.
"Fuck you!" No, she begins to fly away, and she says, "I owe you one, so the next time you blow the whistle, I will assist you with something.
Nice.
I can only move so fast." She flies away.
I've got something to go do now. So,
Well, she's got to go save her master.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys would have remembered her whole negotiation was that she would, she obviously would tell you the location of it, and she would have probably discussed that as well with the location. It's near the Sea of Moving Ice. Caldra was a crew upon that, and so she
She's going to put it down.
she would know where the ship is.
Oh.
Naturally, Ashana as well.
Oshana. Did you crash the ship? I'm not looking at you. Did you crash the ship, Oshana?
Why are you? I will not conversate with you if you won't make eye contact.
I guess we're not talking then.
I guess not.
But yeah, the dragon flies away. You guys do remember that the deal was that she also warned that there was some sort of great worm that kind of has been she hasn't dealt with, so there is some danger around the ship. But the agreement was to get the egg, and that you guys could have the treasure if you had killed that monster or made it way, whatever you do to make it there. But also that she did say that she would owe you one. She would be a favor because she didn't really believe that you guys would make it to the Kraken's Kiss, or maybe even come back from those caves, or she didn't really know to what metal you guys were, like how good of an adventurers you guys were.
They didn't believe in us.
Yeah, but Ethan, for the moment, so the way the whistle works, which you have just learned, you blow it after 1d4 hours, the dragon will arrive.
Got to do this in advance.
So if you actively want the dragon to help you with some sort of big climactic scene or something like that, you would have to pre-blow it, and then when it gets close to the time that the dragon would arrive, you could blow it again, and it would arrive much faster because it would already be like in the vicinity.
Okay.
But yeah, so with that, the dragon's gone, egg's gone. You guys are alive. You guys, I guess, remount your axe peaks, clean up camp, and set back off.
Yeah. Yep.
No.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
For Antiochus, I would have talked to Ashana.
Yes, go for it.
Antiochus, what do you want me to say? 'Cause you can't look at her.
Oh, crazy. I guess I want to ask if he crashed the ship that they were on, because that seems like something Oshana might do. Because maybe Caldra's just bad at her job, but I'd like to think it was Oshana that sabotaged them.
Okay. I'll go up to Ashana as much as my character doesn't want to, and I'll just be like, "Hello, I'm speaking for Antiochus. Did you take down the Kraken's kiss?
Is this like mentally or?
No, this is face to face.
No, I did not.
Oh.
I want to insight check that.
Okay.
It's a 17.
You believe her.
You believe her?
All right. Anything else? And I'll like be on to Antiochus.
What happened during on the Kraken's kiss before like what caused it to crash?
Do I have to repeat it, or can you just respond to me? I'm talking to Ashana.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
What was the question again?
What happened to cause like the Kraken's kiss to crash? Like what were the events preceding its crashing?
I'll repeat that word for word.
I'm sorry, I was not.
Oh.
Okay, one more time.
Okay, no.
Damn, she's being told.
What
Yeah.
happened? To the
Sorry,
Kraken?
that was Star. I was typing
made it
and I
come down?
can't multitask. You said what happened?
To the Kraken's kiss, and what made it come down?
Hasn't Caldra already told this story? It hit something, it wrecked. There.
Is that good enough?
I think he
I
wanted to know
think she's
what.
not telling us the whole story, but that might just be like her thing. So I don't know if we're gonna get more.
The events preceding it, like before they hit
Yeah.
whatever they hit, what happened?
Yeah, the events preceding it, like before whatever they hit, like what happened?
Caldra was asleep.
Like asleep, as in you were in
Oh
control.
my god.
I would say, is he always like this? But unfortunately, I already know.
Rude, but okay.
Still
It's
not
just-
gonna.
Kitchus will actually chime in and say, I mean, he does have a good point. Did you mean that, like, you were in control and she was sleeping, or were both of you asleep?
We were both asleep. I mean, Corey don't really sleep or dream or anything. We just kind of exist attached to Kalistar, unfortunately.
What the fuck is a quarry, and what's a Kalistar?
You asked so many questions.
Oh my god, I'm curious about you. Ah,
I like how I'm just standing there like,
A quarry is basic terms. We live in another realm. I originate from the Dark Dreaming, where our leader Dalcor, I think that's his name. I'm so sorry, guys.
it is now.
Yeah, that's his
It
name.
is now. He looks like this.
Okay.
No.
Antiochus, if you're curious, I can show you what I look like.
Oh.
yeah, I'd be okay as long as I don't have to like look at Caldra's body right now,
Just
like
let
her
me
face.
enter your mind.
Okay, no, the way you say that's strange. The way you say that's weird.
You got
I
backup
was-
character.
I was cool with that for a second, and then you lost me. What would happen if I let you enter my mind? Not that I'm going to.
I just show you an image.
Would you take control of me?
Hyase has seen it before. Actually, Caldra has already revealed to him that I exist.
Oh, well, she was always super buddy with him. So
I like how I'm
I
standing
mean-
right here.
Where-
I mean, she has an attachment, yes. But my real curiosity is her attachment to Kitris.
what?
It's very cute. You
What is
can't
it?
see her face, but she blushes a lot.
Oh, Don't tell us. Don't tell us this stuff. Don't. I'm interested. Don't tell us. Don't
It's
share her
too
secrets.
late. I've
No.
already shared it.
Don't share it. Okay, no more. No more.
And
Don't share
then
her. Please.
This poor girl doesn't have a family or not one.
I don't need to know this. I'm gonna walk away and cover my ears. I'm gonna walk away.
And I'm just talking. I'm like, she thinks Sir Lancelot is like a father figure.
Wow.
I say she hasn't figured out exactly yet, but there's an attachment. Antiochus, you're like a little brother. Enoch, she's very curious about you and wish you would talk more to her. But she is annoying, so I understand. And Avarice, she wants to peel that layer of hard shell around you, but thankfully you have not given in. I can't believe people fall for this stupid whatever she has going on. It's really annoying listening to her talk non-stop.
I will interrupt. I'll put my hand on Ashana's shoulder, and I'll look at her and be like, as Caldra would say, "Bless your heart," and I'll walk away.
Yes.
I love that so much. Anyway.
Why would you bless her when she was just so unkind?
Sir Lancelot, you don't want to. It's nothing.
I quite like listening to Cauldre speak. She's very.
Cauldre is very nice, yes, Sir Lancelot. It's. There's more to it.
And you guys might notice if you still have your flowers, they're slowly wilting.
Aww.
Any more questions before we proceed?
Yeah, when's Caldra coming back?
Ooh, good question.
I like that question.
I don't know.
That's unfortunate.
Can you like trade back with her pretty soon?
No.
Please. Okay. Well.
Let's go. I'm leading the way, correct? I'm the only one that knows how to get there.
Avarice says, I think you are misled because we are going to pick up a piece of equipment before we head to the Krakens because your use is not yet needed.
Yes. Yes. I forgot. Star forgot. Sorry, guys.
Avarice is probably going to try to do a vibe check on the group. Not a strong suit. Not a strong suit, but it's a decent roll. She says, some of you may not see this as an opportunity to grow as a group, but through hard times, through new people and new perspectives, we can grow as a bunch. So as far as dislikes and likes, Ashana is a member of this arrangement, and she will still assist us. You may like it or not like it, but we should still keep a cordial enough demeanor when moving forward. I don't want this to be a blemish on the prospects that we are yet to acquire.
We're doing that.
I don't think you're the one. You don't have to worry about us. And I'll nod my head to.
Yeah.
We're not the ones you need to worry about.
Joke's on you.
Nonetheless, let us continue our travels.
Okay.
Keep an eye open and follow me. You guys continue to travel. So as you guys left Lonely Woods, like northern most point, you guys have been traveling for an hour or so, hour and a half or so. Like, the weather has kind of persisted and changed. And you aren't, the frigid cold has begun to seep into your clothes, making each of you a little more, probably more stiff, so to speak. You guys have primarily been inside of caves or inside of houses. You haven't really been out in the wilderness quite frequently, but now that you are out truly in the wilderness, away from tin towns, the cold is more frigid than it was there. That massive forest has now kind of shrunk. It's disappeared behind you, far off to the horizon behind you. Now there are just endless fields of rolling snow. I ended the map session on accident, guys. I am so sorry. But yeah, you guys are kind of on your own in the wilderness. It is primarily just a sheet of, rolling hills of just frost and ice. Very, very bleak. Finally, as you end the journey, get closer to the end of the journey, you begin to see a black smudge start to appear on the horizon. And as you quickly get close to it, you realize this is a black cabin, which is held aloft atop 20 feet tall wooden stilts.
Cool.
I'm going to do a little bit of a music change before I continue to talk. Sorry. Amateur production here. Yeah. This 20-foot tall, it's hovering above the ground on these 20-foot tall wooden stilts. And it creaks in the wind. The cabin itself, as the wind blows, appears to kind of slightly shift as the wind pushes it. It's this very, teeter-totter-ish motion as the wind kind of blows it to one side, and it self-corrects back, and then it gets blown again. To your surprise, you see that half the cabin hovers above a massive gorge, as the ground upon which the building was originally built on just drops off into nothingness. You see there are large snowdrifts, which you can't really see on the artwork, but it's more so over on this point right here. But yeah, the ground just drops off into nothingness. It is just a large drop off, and you can even see it from this point that you're at. There are large snow drifts that are huddling around each of the stilts in the nearby woodshed and outhouse. You see what looks to be icy steps that climb their way up to a snow-covered walkway that clings to the south side of the cabin, so as you're directly looking at it. With the building's slump posture and sagging snow-covered roof, coupled with the broken windows and loose flapping shutters, you would assume it has been abandoned. And yeah, you see in your immediate vicinity this structure. It just eerily creaks in the wind. Avarice yells out, Macradius, how goes your work? Have you completed what I've invested in? Probably like a moment goes by, and it's just still the eerie silence of just the creaking and the window shutters just flapping open and close. There's no response, and she yells out again, Macradius! Hello? Hello, little halfling, Macradius! And still there is another minute of silence or so, and she kind of turns towards you and says, well, I don't know what that means. But she kind of looks around. She says, watch your step. Search the area around. Maybe just look to see if there's any kind of tracks or anything. I will watch from afar as you do that. I don't mind the edge. Don't get too close. Don't fall into the gorge.
Can I actually, as my part of searching, can I actually fly a little bit out over the gorge so I can look down and not risk a rock breaking under my feet or something?
Okay, so I'm gonna switch the map to a battle map for the book, just so you get a top down appearance, and I'll kind of explain it to you. So, as you can see, there's the house, or the steps of the house. There are obviously this is the gorge. This is the drop off. There's a little outhouse down here, and then there's a little woodshed. But as far as that, you also notice that there are some there's some window openings here. The shutters are just banging about. And you see a door right here and a door right here that are both closed. Well, you can all see this from the ground. You guys can put your tokens out. Actually, I can do it for you guys, so it's a little easier. There's Enoch. There's Lancelot. Beatrice. Takis.
Enoch's gonna check the outhouse.
I say. Alright, there are all of your guys' tokens, I believe. Let me get Avarice's token. Oop. She's there. Yeah, so you guys, is everyone's token out? Crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So, yeah, you guys Avarice kind of hangs back a little bit. She's right here. Enoch, you said you were going to check out the outhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When we see Kitris is flying over the gorge. What are the rest of you guys doing? Because you guys are kind of splitting up a little bit right now. So I just want to see what everyone's doing, what their own individual assignment is, and we can kind of narrate as we go. So, I say, what you
want to
doing?
go.
Going up?
I want to go here. Yeah.
Okay, Antiochus, do you want to do anything?
I think I might just try to. Can I try to follow Heise?
Yeah, you're gonna climb up the stairs as well and like get over there. Yeah, so you're gonna do that, and then Sir Lancelot, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kind of do the perimeter.
Perimeter? Okay. So you're gonna do the whole walk up here kind of ordeal. Yeah. All right. So we will go from we'll just do Kitris, Enoch, Sir Lancelot, and then we'll do Heise and Antiochus. Kalja, what are you doing? Or Shauna, what are you doing?
I'm hanging back with
right.
Avarice and Enoch.
Yeah, so you guys are all kind of right here, kind of coalesced together. So Kitris, as you fly out over the gorge, you see the drop off here is about 120 feet. It is a far drop. There are trees beneath, very much like sharp dagger like rocks just jutting out of the ground. You can see if anything fell here, it would be hard. You see down there, without making a perception check, you see that the rock that was previously here has fallen down. Through natural erosion. The rock face that the building was built on just dropped off.
Was it recent? Does it look recent, or?
You could make a perception check or investigation check to kind of discern that information.
Just a 12. Perception.
A 12. Yeah, you are not really proficient in this, kind of like trying to figure out this. So you can't really pinpoint when it was like that. But you do notice the stilts of which the house is built on. There appears to be one of the stilts appears to be weaker. You see there are some erosion, some rot kind of nestled at the point where it meets the cabin itself. So you know that there is a weak like post or shaft like in this area.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see the drawing on the map. It's in, like, I drew in the map on where it would be in the house. I don't know if you can see that or not.
No.
Yeah, so it's notated that it's in the house, but there's a little circle in there showing where that weak point would connect to the house. Here, I'll just draw. It's kind of like this. We'll do like that.
Okay.
So you see something.
All right.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I would do. I'd fly back.
Yeah. And so, yeah, we're just gonna cut. You see that, notice that, and then we're gonna cut to you. You guys can kind of all regroup after you do y'all's little searches. Enoch, you are at that outhouse. It is closed. The door is frozen shut, and it's hidden behind a large snowdrift. You smell feces and urine that are kind of wafting from behind the shut door. So it is a used outhouse.
I'm gonna make sure nobody's stuck inside.
What a way to go. Yeah, you clear away the snowdrift. You probably like just punch the ice and break it. And you open the door. The door swings open. There is nothing inside it. There's no body. You don't see any kind of body. It's just an outhouse. The toilet seat itself is relatively clean, but the smell wafting out from the interior of it is not pleasant.
Can I look down into it?
Yeah, you can. You look into the dug hole, which is not. There's no perception check needed for this. You see what appear to be papers. Actually, make a perception check to see how much of this. You do see papers initially, but just to kind of tell you what goes on the papers. They're poo-covered papers.
17.
Yeah, so you look down into the shitter, and you see what appear to be discarded notes and blueprints, just with doo-doo streaks on them. But they appear to be notes and blueprints of something.
Okay.
Just dookie covered.
Oh, yes.
If you want to reach in and grab them, you can freely do that.
I'll wait until Avarice what I saw. I'm not gonna.
Right, so you're gonna eventually tell Avarice about this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go
Perfect.
digging.
Yeah, we head over to see Sir Lancelot kind of going about the exterior of the house. And Sir Lancelot, you probably would be probably at the top most point before like you come. Like they're gonna probably talk and negotiate before you come back. It's a little bit of a walk. But as you're up here, you do a perimeter of the building. You don't see any like these windows. They are from your perspective, they're 25 feet off the ground. They're 20 feet up on the stilts and then 5 feet up the building. So you can't really see into any of these windows. You see some broken glass on the ground, which you have moved past. You see what appears to be like broken shutters over here. But as far as making your way around the building, you don't see anything too notable. You can make a perception check or investigation check if you want to try to discern more.
Yeah. 18.
18. You also notice the weakened stilts of that southwest corner of the house. You do notice that as well. But as far as tracks or of any of the likes of that, you don't see anything on the ground or anything to suggest anything else. You do notice that weakened structure. Yep. And you're kind of up there, kind of taking it in. We cut over to Hysan and Tychus. You guys have ascended this wooden walkway, and as you step on the walkway itself, Hysan, you probably step on it first, and you hear the boards crackle and creak from the stress. And you kind of shift your weight on them. You notice quickly there are several. It still holds you. It holds you up. It just creaks and groans. Discomfort. There are several spots that have vacant boards, which you obviously can see. Antiochus is kind of prevented by one at the moment. The two doors on this walkway, the one that's further away and the one that's closest to you, are both shut. They are made from just normal wood. They have just a normal wooden doorknob on there. The door that is furthest from you at the far side is separated by a large 5-foot wide gap, so a little jump across would have to occur. You kind of see there are windows that you can peer through. The shutters are still flapping, but yeah.
I'd look at Antiochus, go, just watch your step.
Yeah, I got it. I'll fucking put my back against one of the guys. We don't know what's in there, man. We don't know what's in there. Also, I cast spells through this, so it's a tool, not just a weapon.
That's your
Try and open this door.
Yeah, the knob turns, and you feel that there is no prevention. You feel that it will swing open or swing in.
All right.
Okay, let's clear the room.
I'll open the door.
Yeah.
Before I step in, I want to look in.
Oh my god, my mouse died. Oh, my back. You want to step in and look in. So, we kind of see you disappear into the doorway. Yeah, we'll see you kind of disappear into the doorway. I'll explain what you see in a second, because you and Antiochus are up here talking. You step into the doorway. About this time, Kitrus, you notice them step. You watch Heisei enter the building. You watch Antiochus kind of peering around with a shotgun. You can do what you would have done next.
Yeah, my plan was actually to land up here with them, just to let them know, since they're the ones in the building, let them know about that weak point.
Yeah, very much so. So yeah, I would say probably before they enter, you tell them this. You feel as you drop the creak and groan of the stairway. Yeah. Enoch, Avarice, and Ashana. Do you guys discuss anything while that's all going on?
Enoch would say to Avarice, like, I think I found your friend's abandoned plans.
She looks at you. Well, best retrieve them so I can analyze them.
I think it'd be best if you
clean
did.
them. I can clean them as you pull them out. I'll clean your hands too.
She still won't do it herself.
I'm gonna.
She breaks a stick off here. Use a stick to fish them out.
Okay.
You don't have to reach in there like a savage.
Well, I didn't want to use my walking stick to do it, but yeah, I guess work. I'll go back in and try to fish them out.
Yeah, you pull out the poo-covered notes and blueprints, which she quickly prestidigitation, gets rid of the smell, the stink. She cleans them up a little bit. There are slightly probably some smudges and some wear and tear from the weather, but it's still mostly saved as she cleans it. And she just nods, and then we kind of see Sir Lancelot. You are headed back to the group, so you get turtle run back. Probably get about right there. We cut back over to Heisei entering the room. That is on pull. No. So yeah, this room itself is, everything in here appears to be an abandoned workshop. There is a fine layer of frost that covers everything in this area. You see the smithing tools and tinkering tools that lie on top of the actual wooden table in here. They have their equal strands of ice, little small icicles hanging from them. Haven't been touched in a while. You see there are small bits of twisted metal that lie kind of intermingled with the tools. And along the north wall appears to be a bookcase. And you see something move about the bookcase. You see some sort of movement as what appear to be some squirrels can be spotted peeking in and out of a tiny little hole.
What's in there?
Well, there's a lot of tools and there's a bookcase.
Can I step into the room?
Yeah.
I'll move out of the way so you can.
Can I look? Does there seem to be like any like cloth or wood in here? Something light, sort of lightweight.
I mean, obviously, there's that big table, that big wooden table. You could, take the time to break it apart and, use that. There's the bookshelves. There are some books on the bookshelves. Very like children's tale books. There's nothing like information-wise that you could gain from it. But of note in the room, all that's really of note are the small pieces of metal, the tools, the blacksmithing tools, and the tinkering tools that kind of stay on this table. Other than that, there's not much to this room.
I might take like 4 books.
Yeah. You get
any
4,
that stick out?
They're all like poetry books. You see one that says, there's one like, they're all Dr. Seuss books. But in this world, they're Dr. Suss. There's some sussy books, with very inappropriate titles.
Sure.
Some smut. They say a Court of Thorn and Roses, and whatever the 4 sequels are, or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
There's not much smut in there, by the way.
Can I guess can I do an investigation check? Look for anything like how long they've been untouched? Like I guess that'd be pretty hard.
You could discern that if you make an investigation check. Oh, finger.
15.
15. With the way the frost has collected onto the tools, you figure that they haven't been touched in about a week's time. So about 10 days. You would figure that it might have been more severe in this room if the door wasn't closed and the window was, wide open. But the window shutters are still flapping. But you estimate it's been about 10 days.
A week late. A 10-day late.
Okay. Do you want me to go try and break into the other side while you guys finish up in here?
Well, I'm gonna.
I
check out that bookshelf because Jacob said the squirrels were going in and out of a hole. Maybe there's something behind the bookshelf. So I will investigate.
Yeah, you can roll an investigation check for that.
Natural 20.
Yeah, so you clear away the books that are kind of covering the hole. It's mainly just this, like a 2-foot wide hole. You kind of peer in, and it looks like it doesn't go all the way through to the next room. But these squirrels have made a hell of a nest in this this hole. Like there's like a whole little tiny table, little teapot and stuff. They've done the whole works.
I love it.
It's a nice little nest. You see there's some couple baby squirrels in there that are kind of breastfeeding off of Mama Squirrel, and Papa Squirrel's in his rocking chair.
With a shotgun in hand. No.
Yeah.
Any of the
piece of twine and
any of the materials that make up the nest, are they anything like important, like kind of like the papers that Phoenix found?
It more or less just looks like just pages from the nursery rhymes,
Okay.
or the rhyme, the
All
books that were on the shelf. Yeah, there's no special stuff with these scraps.
I will put all the books back and leave them to their nest.
Yeah, the Pop Squirrel nods at you as it puffs on his pipe.
I'll puff on my pipe back, but not blow it directly at all of the squirrels. I'll blow it off to the side in the shape of a squirrel.
Yeah, you see them all start clapping. The little babies are like suckling on a tit and they clap as well.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So you guys do that, I say you exit to go to the other door. We cut back over to, we'll say Sir Lancelot. You kind of come back around. You see those in front of you. You don't see Heisei, Kitris, or Antiochus yet. You probably see Heisei. You probably see Heisei if you come around the building. You probably see him headed to that other door.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, back over with Enoch, Avarice, and Ashana. Avarice says, these look, sort of right. Some of these numbers look weird, but these look like the original blueprints he had showed me, but there are a bunch of notes here, so maybe these were just useless, but we best keep them just in case we need them.
Then Enoch would go over. Enoch would check the woodshed first.
Yeah, you don't have to make a check. You look over the woodshed; it's just stacked wood. There's
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much to the woodshed. It's just literally just the building and the stacked wood beneath it. The wood itself is dry mostly.
I sense there's wood here.
Avarice nods. Star, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, shall we join the others, see if they found anything?
Avarice kind of steps aside, motions her hand. She says, "I will follow after." Yeah, you guys are all going. Are you guys going up the stairs, or are you just gonna stay on the ground?
If I'll go up here, I just didn't know how far we were gonna get.
Yeah, you guys can. If you want to be on the walkway, you can put yourself on the walkway. Yeah. So Avarice is hanging quite a bit back. Sir Lancelot, when you get on the walkway, the walkway is like crying out. It's like, "Oh, put me out of my misery!" It's like groaning and creaking really bad. Like it holds you, but with all those people in that one spot, that with your weight added, it will probably fail and give in time. So.
All right. He understands.
Yes. Heisei, you begin to make your way to that door. You stop it in that little window to see.
I want to look in the window.
Yeah, so as you look in the window, you see what appears to be you just see a room. You can't really make out much else besides just wooden floorboards. There are some frost kind of covered in, but you can't really make note. You see what looks to be like the inkling of a table.
Okay. I'd holler back to Kitris and ask, you said the southwest side is unstable?
Yeah. Just inside the door.
I'm gonna try and break the window.
Yeah. So just looking. Yeah, you can feel free to break the window. It takes maybe 5 minutes or at most to break. You're pretty much prying the shutters off.
Do we have the thing that opens glass?
Oh, yeah, I do. I have my knife. I totally spaced that. I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Bang.
You genius. I totally spaced I had that.
Yeah, so feel free to, as you use that knife, is there any kind of check with it, or like, is there a charge that gets used when you do that?
You can use an action to cut a straight line up to 1 foot into a piece of non-magical glass no more than 1 inch thick. Each line emits a faint glow, allowing you to see any lines you've made.
Oh.
So it's it's making these as if it's a concentration spell.
Yeah, this is a passive thing, so you're not really having to,
Okay.
You're concentrating, you're actively focusing on this. So as you guys watch Heisei begin to cut this window.
It says it's a sleight of hand check.
I'll make a sleight of hand check then.
Okay.
You can make it with advantage, because this window is cracked and broken, so.
So that's 25.
Yeah. The window just shatters as you begin to start. It was broken already. You just begin to carve it, and the structure and Trigger just breaks down. You may spend like 5 minutes getting the wood out of the way. So once you have done that, you see the window is open. You can enter this room if you would like, or you can do whatever you want.
I'll climb through it.
Yeah, as you climb through, you all see Heisei enter the building. Are you guys going to follow suit, or are you going to stay on the outside?
Yeah. I'd like to get through.
Okay.
If I can.
Avarice will hang back with you, Sir Lancelot. She'll
Cover him with my gun.
buddy. Yeah. So if anyone wants to enter that room, feel free to. Sir Lancelot, you feel you could, as they make their way in, you could begin to ascend up and go into actual.
Okay.
As well.
I see. Well, he would
Avarice is
choose
just going to
that.
follow.
Oh, okay.
Who's in here?
So as you guys all enter the room, you guys can feel free to position your tokens.
What are the gods? I'll shoot you.
So, what you guys see in this room, in the B4, this room contains lingering smells of burnt wood and flesh. You also catch the faint odor of wine. Some snow has fallen through the holes in the roof, and then it's been pushed into the corners by stiff winds blowing through the broken windows around. The walls and furniture are scorched black, including the table with the charred remains of a book on it. Next to the table on the floor, amid several broken wine bottles, is a mostly incinerated skeleton.
Oh no.
And a round, frost-covered object about 6 inches in diameter. I have an image of what the item looks like. And I will open it. I will open it for you all. The item looks like this. I'm sharing on Video Ninja.
Oh, it's kind of. Ooh.
Cool.
The room is called B4.
yeah. It's a warning.
And the incinerated body is right there. The incinerated body is right next to this object on the ground.
If you guys give me some time, I can identify it. Actually, I could just use the spell slot.
I mean, would Avarice know what it is? This is what she's after.
Maybe, but I kind of want to know what it is without her. Like, without her telling us. So, I'm gonna go up to it and cast Identify.
Yeah, so you kind of come up to this portion of the body to go cast Identify on it.
I'll just cast it.
Yeah, I will say before you reach down, you also notice that there is something beneath the body, some sort of thing that is some sort of magical trinket of some sort that is underneath the charred body. You see that as well. And you go to cast Identify on this little device.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as you go to cast Identify, you pick it up. And as you pick it up and touch it, before you can cast Identify on it, it begins to glow a bright light.
Oh, fuck.
I need you to make a Constitution save for me.
That's what I was wondering.
Okay. Stay with me. Oh! 21.
All right.
I'm fucking
Also-
flexing out today. Sun's out, guns out.
Oh shit.
I also need
Everyone else.
it's mainly just Antiochus to make the 10-foot circle. Well, I guess
Fireball and this vicinity.
let's do a square. I think a square overlay is easier to fucking. What the hell?
What in tarnation?
Oh, this is even a tinier square. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, you made your DC. What was your
21.
21. How much health do you have?
31.
You have 31 health. So you're only gonna take half damage from this.
The way you say that scares me. You only have 31 health. It's 2 days from retirement.
Okay, so this number. Actually, I'm gonna roll it off.
Okay.
Which clatter are we gonna hear?
It's fucking cool.
This is coming from the device he's identifying.
Yes.
Okay.
You'd have to do. Well, I don't want to say it yet. Let me not speak it into existence.
Their D8's
Antiochus disappears.
Chill.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna roll it on. I can't be bothered. I can't fucking find the right dice.
Oh god.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna take. You're gonna take the dice roll plus 35 radiant damage.
What the fuck?
You're gonna take half of that. So that's what you take.
Half of it.
You take 80
Oh,
points of damage. You take 40 points of damage. You watch as Antiochus bends down.
I take 40 points of damage.
You watch as Antiochus bends down to pick this up, and you just watch him get incinerated and turn to smoke and just dies in front of you all.
I'm
He
alive.
just dies. He just dies and just explodes into a black cloud of dust, and he is incinerated before your eyes.
Oh,
Like there's no body?
Like, actually, he's dead?
He is incinerated before your very eyes as he touches
Wow.
this item. You watch that glow on the item fade, and you watch as it just goes dormant.
I thought I had more time.
Holy shit.
Oh,
I take half of that?
Yep. So you would take 40. So 80 divided by 2. 14.
That shouldn't immediately kill me.
The way this works,
Oh.
it does.
Ah.
oh.
But we'll get to that in a second, Tyler. While you guys are in here,
I was
y'all,
not having a very good campaign.
You guys see this?
yeah, I guess not.
you guys see this happen as he just blows up in front of you.
Judas Priest.
Oh, my.
Antiochus remains no more.
Avarice.
She's still outside with.
Yeah, we're not there
so am
yet.
I. I'm not out. I'm not inside either.
Yeah, it would just be me and Kitris, and maybe Ashana saw it over like her shoulder.
Oh, I mean, I would have seen like a flash or something, right?
So if we were any closer to that, we would have taken that same damage.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Tyler, I sent you something. I need you to read over.
Okay. Fuck me.
Yeah. So yeah, those of you inside, like a bug to a bug zapper. He just
Was it loud? Did it
disappeared.
shake the building, or was it just like?
there was no noise. It was just the light, the bright light, and instantaneously Jesus is gone. You could make a. Actually, you wouldn't be able. You wouldn't be able to discern this, but the explosion wasn't. It was strong, but it wasn't strong enough to shake and rattle the building.
Okay. All right.
So it's more like he got, you know, that was it Terminator when he's like the person on the fence and he's
Yeah, yeah.
obliterated by the nuke.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Antiochus.
Yeah, kid just be there, like just jaw dropped, like what? What the fuck?
What?
Don't go near that, right?
What the
Probably say something out the window.
Antiochus blew up!
what? What are you talking about? And he'll
What?
come forward.
I'm gonna move a little forward and check on his body.
Yeah, I would stay.
Not the
Just stay in
stone.
that corner.
I'll try and shuffle past you guys. I'm gonna use my divine sense.
Yeah. Read your divine sense off to me again, please.
Detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial dead with that is not behind total cover.
Yeah, you go to cast this. You go to cast divine sense. You sense a presence of good around the actual item that had just incinerated Antiochus. But as far as good and evil and like undead demons and all that, you don't sense anything else. You mainly just sense that some sort of divine radiance emitting from that item, and you kind of sense as you feel this, and you feel that the divine radiance that was within this item has dissipated and is safe to pick up now.
Oh god.
You kind of see it like fade away a little bit.
What happened, Heise?
He grabbed that stone. He's fucking disappeared. Like he got blown to fucking high hell.
He was just trying to figure out what it was, like he does, you know.
So you said it does seem safe for me to pick up?
Yeah, you watch as
No?
that like the divine radiance was like you sense the aura, now you kind of sense the aura kind of dissipate and disappear. So you feel like the magical essence of magic that was still within it has dissipated for the moment.
Oh, for the moment. Okay.
Well, you don't know as like you making this assumption. You don't know
okay.
exactly how it works.
Okay.
Is his body there? Like
It's just a scorch mark on the ground.
My goodness. Are there
More so like a pile of ashes.
On the image? It looks like there is like arcane writing on it. Is there actually some kind of writing on it?
Yeah, there is actually some kind of writing on it. It is
Cool.
I think I can just post this in the chat for you. Oh, that's definitely not what I wanted to post in the chat. Don't read that. Close your eyes.
Not really.
Close your
Not
eyes,
enough.
damn it. What the fuck? All right. We'll bring it back. I'll just screen share it. Yeah, so there's like some sort of arcane writing on it. You can feel free to pick it up and try and make an Arcana check if you want.
Lancelot, no.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to pick it up since I still don't fully understand how it works.
Are you gonna say that it's being able to be picked up?
I guess Emily is unsure about what the words Jacob said mean. So I will repeat them, and if you feel fine picking up, then please do.
You do notice the other partially incinerated body. There appears to be some sort of item beneath them as well. But as far as this room, it's mainly just the body, whatever this charred book on the table is, and then that item that Antiochus had interacted with. While you guys, yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna go for the thing under the body.
Yeah. Sure. Roll a d8 for me.
Oh fuck. A 4.
A 4. Now roll a d100 for me.
Oh, it's a random item. Oh, 96.
Okay. Yeah, so you find some stuff. Some cool stuff.
Is there a way to revive me?
That would be funny as crap, actually.
That would be pretty cool. But no. So this item that you pull from beneath, more so like on the hip of this this charred body, you find a rare magic item.
Oh,
Nice.
You don't know what it does exactly, but it is a wand. It's very beautiful ebony wand. It's obviously magical because it's a wand. You can make that assumption. But you can't cast Identify, or you don't know what exactly it is.
sweet. I will grab it and stuff it in my pockets and OBCs. Or in my bag.
Yeah.
Well, other than the 2 people in the room.
Yeah, so you do that. There's still some people that are on the outside of the room trying to get in. Ashana, did you want to go in? Enoch, did you want to move in? Avarice is kind of like stuck behind you, so she can't really progress forward until you guys get in.
I guess at this point, Enoch would.
Yeah. Sorry. And Avarice would enter as well. She would walk up in there. And I would assume you guys would probably describe what had happened, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kitchus
and with
would,
that,
I think Kitchus would say, "That your item you're looking for."
yeah, she looks down at it. She says, "Yes, that is that appears to be the sketches of the Summer Star that he had propositioned." So Antiochus,
It just blew him up.
such is the thing with unstable magic. She seems a little lost at words. She doesn't. I don't think she would know how to like. I think she would say, "Man, you're gonna hate me." She says, Well, we knew death was a outcome that could happen, and the only thing we can do is mourn and push forward. It's just, quite quite depressing.
What the heck is that thing? How does it do that?
It was he propositioned that he could make an item that could help control the weather, and
That was it?
I guess
was-
it wasn't finished yet.
Oh no shit.
That's
Maybe,
some weather.
Maybe spread out and look through the rest of the house. Maybe we can find something. And the easiest way to grieve is to stay busy. If you have any words for the young man, this would be the time to say them. And, she just looks down. She looks back up and she says, "I'm sorry that this happened so suddenly. After we..." Yes. She kind of gets awkward about it. Doesn't really speak. And she kind of goes about just looking at the book on the table.
So let me find the little doodad here. Is this like a corner up here?
Yeah, there's an actual little hallway up there.
Enoch would go up there and see if there was something around the corner.
Yeah, so you see there are two doors into probably some adjacent rooms.
Okay.
While that happens, while we see you guys kind of deal with this confrontation, unless you guys want to say anything before I.
Oh
continue.
god.
We are going to see a different perspective, one from the afterlife. So, Antiochus, you see a large, bright, brilliant light. The words come to your head, stay away from the light, but you are too slow to react to what happens. You feel your body, you feel pain for the briefest of moments, but before your body is just numb to it all. And you find yourself in a plane of nothingness, this plane of gray, white, transparency. There are just sounds of just silence, and like you actually hear, which is weird. You hear silence. It is this weird, like perverse feeling as it kind of overtakes you. You have a sense that you have perished, but you're still attached somehow to this ethereal plane. You see your companions kind of in like a muffled soundscape. Think of think of Frodo when he puts on the ring. It's very much that aesthetic.
Mhm.
You see your friends before you see Avarice. You see a very dark aura around her body. It's a very massive blackened energy that is entirely throughout her entirety. This very devilish horn-shaped aura. You see Sir Lancelot has quite a holy, warm, fuzzy orange aura.
Good guy.
As you have crossed over into this ethereal plane, what form do you think your spirit would have taken?
I think he's probably an hourglass, but the time has run out.
Kind of like a cracked hourglass in a sense.
I think all the sand has fallen.
Just disappear. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, you kind of float in this space. As you are floating in this nothingness, you see something in the distance approaching. At first, you think it's just a trick of your mind or your own doubts and failures to aspire to whatever you wanted to in life. As you realize that you have passed. This is death, or as far as you understand, this is what death is described as. You watch as a spectral flaming skull flies in your direction. Its eyes filled with this green aura, its tongue just this fiery mess, and it's just acting like just screaming as it's approaching, like kind of like a Harley Revin, just like as it gets closer and closer to you.
I'll dodge. I don't know. Try. Am I dead? Is this I tried to say that to whatever it is and try to dodge it. Is this over?
Yeah, you watch as this flaming skull kind of stops in its place as it just floats slowly towards you, and you see that it's probably another restless spirit. You kind of make that, you don't see anything else, and you see this flaming skull Yes, I fear we have crossed the material plane into the afterlife.
There's no way back?
No, we are dead, bound by our failures, it seems.
Fuck!
What
I had
is
so
your
much
name?
left to do.
What is your name, little spirit?
Am I little? I was little in life, but does that mean I'm little? Anyways, my name's Antiochus. Why are we here? I heard it was different. I heard it, like, a lot of holy people were like, oh, you go, oh, there's special heaven, you know, like,
Well,
what is it?
Turns out they are wrong, Antiochus. Or at least, for what I know, this. See, I had thought we would find peace with Lathander, but I was led astray. My name is Macranius. I am bound here, as I seem to have failed what I was my purpose. And he like kind of like floats towards the party, and like you see him like look at the object. He says, "A magic item, yet unfinished."
I wish you would have finished that.
Me too, but as you can see, we ended up in the same boat. The explosion was
How
much
old
more
were you
intense.
when
I
you
watched
died?
the whole thing. Oh, I was 60, 70.
God, you were almost dead anyways. I still had so much life left to live.
Well, as they say, shit sucks. But
Yeah,
yes,
I guess, bro.
um,
Sorry, I'm still processing all this.
yes, you spend the time it takes to come to terms with this, but I feel that we are still of some assistance. We could help
Sure.
them finish this item.
Okay.
I don't know
yeah.
about you, but I would find my eternal rest. I don't know what would bring you to yours, but it would put me at rest. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, I guess I'll help you find your eternal rest. I guess that's all there's left to do.
Yes, indeed.
Shit.
But
Okay. So
Take
yeah.
the
So
time
what
to-
do we need?
Take what you need. Take some
I
time.
I have all of time to come to terms with this. We can get to work now. Okay. I'm dead. I don't want them to die too.
He says to you. He looks down and he says, "Well, if we want to finish this item, they're gonna have to find a way to finish it. It's they need to probably look at this item and identify it properly, see what needs to be fixed on it.
Oh
See-
yeah.
Maybe analyze the problem.
Uh-huh.
I'll break it down step by step for you, okay? Maybe.
Okay, you son of a bitch.
So step one, we need to identify the item.
Okay.
Well,
How
I
do
know
they
what it
do
is.
that?
You know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. They'll have to figure that out.
Well,
Maybe we can
Avarice is
assist.
here. I think Avarice knows what the item is, right? You know Avarice,
She-
right?
Yes, but she is a. He like looks around. Well, I guess she can't hear us on this plane.
Yeah, we're dead. You know.
She's mostly
you.
like. She's mostly like. Talk.
Oh.
She's
Yeah.
scary in reality, but when it comes to crafting magical items, she's not as. She's not as good as I was. Let's just say
He's
that. She's a
evil as
little-
fuck, right?
Oh yeah, she's not good at all. She was not a nice person.
I thought so. Yeah.
I don't know, but she just seemed rotten. I don't know what's wrong. But now that I see this aura of hers, I assume that's her aura, that black one.
Yeah. Yeah. I
she's
didn't know
rotten.
she had that much aura. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
she's rotten to the core. But like
Yeah.
I was saying, step one, they need to identify the item. Step
Uh-huh.
two, they need to analyze the problem. Step three, fix the design flaw that is obvious. And then step four, activate the item to make
It's
sure.
probably not obvious to them.
No. I have, while I've been floating here, I have been able to. I have been doing what I can, and I have seen that I can slowly manipulate objects in the room. It's not been really helpful since it's really just been me. But since you walked in and have joined me, we can tag team this.
Please don't
help
say it
lead
like
them.
that.
We can do this. Yes.
Okay.
We can help them somehow. I don't know how, but maybe we can leave them clues or assist them. But you think about what you want to do. I'll think about what I want to do. And we'll meet back here in 5 minutes. And he flies away, screaming as he like goes about the building. So, for the most part, in Tygus, you are still here.
Just devastated, really.
You're just a little floating guy. But yeah, as you think about what you might want to do in the future, we're gonna cut back over to the other party as they explored this building. Yeah, so you guys are in this room. You guys are setting off. Enoch, you are going down this hallway.
Yeah.
There are 2 doors in front of you. The rest of you all see the 2 doors, 2 other doors.
I will repeat to anyone who didn't hear the first time, don't go in that corner. Very unstable underneath that part of the house. And I'll just point to the over there.
I'm glad I'm going the opposite direction.
Yeah, Everest for meanwhile, she's just putting her hand on the book, studying the book, looking at whatever papers were on this table as she like touches it. So, Enoch, you are heading down the hallway. There are 2 doors. There's a door to the left or north, a door to the south.
Let's open up the door to the south.
Door to the south, yeah. You open this door, and it is a room.
A massive squirrel nest.
You open this. There are wooden planks that have been nailed over the broken window of this room to hold out the wind. The furnishings in here include a saggy double bed and a bookcase containing some folded clothes, a few blanket sheets of parchment, and a set of calligrapher tools.
Oh.
Next to the bookcase is a soot-stained hearth. I think it's supposed to be a hearth, a heath bar, wherein a scroll lies amid the ashes. The scroll itself is partially burned, but it is still mostly intact.
Okay. Well, I will take the calligrapher's tools and the parchment, and I figure somebody could maybe make out what used to be on this scroll.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of grab it and look at it. You could read it too. It's in.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
in that case, I'll look at it.
Yeah, so the scroll, it's stained with soot, obviously kind of cleaning away what you need to read it. It says, Macradius, I have had enough of this damned relentless cold. I feel it creep into my bones, my head, and my heart. I'm heading back to Tin Towns for a decent meal and a warm bed. I fear this endless winter has numbed your mind, and any tinkerer worth their chains can see the summer star as a fool's errand. Maybe without me here to incessantly complain to you, you will finally snap out of your obsession. If you truly insist on dedicating your remaining days to this doomed project, might I suggest that 3 is better than 2? I considered telling you before, but you were particularly rude about the dinner I made last night. May the light of the Morning Lord protect you, Copper. And I will send that letter to you guys in the group chat. To Discord. But yeah, you do that. You look at this as you're kind of reading this. We cut over to, I think Heisei was going to another door.
Yeah.
Yeah, you open this door with ease, and it is B6. This room contains a fireplace and 2 empty bookcases. Tacked to the walls and strewn across the floor are frost-covered blueprints. Face down on the floor next to one of the blueprints is a tiny man made of clay.
Alright. Well, I'll grab the tiny man made of clay first, funny enough.
Yes, obviously you don't know the name of it, but there is Blair. You grab him.
I got Blair. I got a tiny clay man.
Yes.
And
it has like an
I'd be
inscription on the
able-
bottom that says Blair on it too.
Oh, nice. I'd start looking at the blueprints while I'm in here.
Yeah. Make an Arcana check for me. Well, actually, hold on. Are you proficient in Arcana?
I am proficient in Arcana.
Make an Arcana check for me then.
Oh, that's 18.
Yep. These blueprints obviously conclude that there are different experimental designs for weather controlling. These are obviously different blueprints. One of the most noticeable or researched is resembles a gyroscopic device, and it closely resembles the object, the summer star, in the other room.
No.
You also realize that this clay figure is a dead homunculus. It's a magical assistant.
Oh.
You figured it probably passed whatever its master had done here died.
Oh. That's depressing.
Indeed.
I'll grab the blueprint. Well,
Indeed.
the important one. I'll head back out with Blair.
Yep. As you come back out, did anyone else want to do another search? I guess
Yeah.
Kitris, you want to open that?
Yeah, I'll
next?
do the one across from Enoch.
Yeah. So as you open this door, you see this is a more so an abandoned bedroom. There's a stiff wind that blows through the broken window in the east wall, causing the tattered gray curtains to blow and flap like angry ghosts. Ooh. Snow covers the bed and much of the surrounding floors. This room appears unfit for habitation and hasn't been used in a long time. You feel, looking in here, there's not much to gain. Whether or not you go and look about it, you check under the bed, there is nothing in the room.
Okay.
We'll save you the time.
I will come back out and close the door.
And as you do, it disappears. So while this is happening, some of you have taken action. Sir Lancelot and Ashana, did you want to do anything while the others are searching about before they can kind of reconvene? You guys are all doing this on your own.
I'm gonna be like still just kind of like chilling and still staring where Antiochus's scorch mark is, and he'll just say,
He was so young and also kind of old.
and then he'll turn to Avarice.
Avarice, how will you make this right? You claim you want me to see you as a friend. How will you make this right?
He gestures to the object.
Were you gesturing to the Summer Star?
Yeah.
She says, well, I can't bring him back, obviously. I mean, I'm sure there's a way where I could bring him back, but it would be very nefarious and you wouldn't like it. No one here would like it. I don't think Antiochus would like it. The item itself, I feel that it's best if we meddle with it. Maybe there's a way to undo what has been done. I doubt that, but Macradius usually had backdoor loopholes to fix mistakes. He was rather smart when it came to magical device creation.
The one who is dead.
Oh, I guess I wouldn't know that.
Well, you see the other you make the
Yeah.
you make the assumption. Yeah, she would probably. Yeah, that is Macradius'
Okay.
body.
Meddle with, you say? It seems you do not know much about this object of which you wanted to bring into the world, of which you want to tamper with.
Of course, I hired Macradius to create this as he was the foremost in his field. He was the most qualified. I'm not prone to making magical items like this. That's why I hired him.
Very well. What do you need from me?
She thinks about that. She thinks, honestly, I don't know. I would say you could probably pick the item up, and we can see what happens. I can cast a spell around you to protect you, just to make sure nothing else happens. But everyone should get back, just in case.
Alright. Lancelot
Yeah.
and Emily will accept this level of reassurance from Jacob, and he will pick up the object.
Avarice gets back up outside. Yeah, you reach down to grab it with your little turtle square hands, your square peg hands. The item, as you touch it, there is no glow. There's no burning sensation. There's nothing. And you see Avarice is kind of casting a spell and seeing nothing happen because this was instantaneous when it exploded.
Mhm.
Seeing nothing happen, she quits casting, loses her spell slot. And she looks at you and she says, well, if it was going to explode, it would have exploded by now. So that's good. The progress.
Explodes.
Progress. Best place it on the table here, and we can get to work.
He will do that.
Yeah. Ashana, did you want to try anything? You're muted.
You muted.
You're muted.
I spit on his body. I spit. The scorch mark.
You're still muted. Unplug the back of that. Unplug the power cord on the back of your mic. Plug it back in, and then make sure your settings are.
Hello.
Oh,
You're
make
on
sure you
your.
swap your go to your devices and swap your thing from webcam to microphone.
I have to do that when I restart my computer.
Why is the music going?
Where's our fucking funeral music?
What the hell?
We've all come here today. Mourn the life.
Do we hear you?
Okay. Oh shit. How do I get back?
You tell me.
I promise I know how to work.
It should be X at the top right of the screen.
Oh, that.
I can't believe you actually did that.
Okay. Okay. I want to wild shape into a small octopus,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go over here, hoping I'm not too heavy, and slither under the door.
Yeah,
It'll
you-
slither under the.
Yeah, as you kind of cross that area where it's soft, you hear the floor creak and kind of groan severely. You don't weigh enough to make it collapse, thankfully. But you squeeze underneath that door. And this is all kind of happening. This is all kind of happening at the same time as you guys are kind of going about the business and all that. You notice in this room that it is what appears to be a cellar of sorts. The scent of wine cellar. This is like a ale storage. You smell the scent of wine. The scent of wine fills this room, which contains four frost-covered barrels. That's it.
Oh, wow.
You notice that these are all labeled Sweet Berry Summer Wine, and they have logos that discern them or label them as they have, or locates where they were brewed or made at. It was in the Deseret Valley, which is 100 miles to the south, hundreds of miles to the south.
Okay, well, there goes a wild shape. Is there anything else over here that's of interest?
Not really. Oh, in that room? No, in the center of the room right there, there's nothing of
Okay.
real note. Just
I
a
thought so.
weak floor.
Okay.
But yeah. We cut over to Antiochus on the ethereal plane. We cut back over. You have had some time to
Okay.
think.
I guess I'd go over to. I changed my name, by the way.
Yes, I like it.
I'd go over to one of the windows that they're by,
Yes.
and I would start writing on it.
Okay.
It's gonna be like.
Just start writing a paragraph.
Basically, so this is Antiochus. I'm dead, I guess. Wow, fuck, that happened fast. Didn't expect that.
You're running out of space.
I'm writing really small.
Okay.
I know I only have a couple windows to work with, so. But McCready's soul is here too, and apparently, we're supposed to help you finish creating the whatever the fuck it's called. He gave me the name. I forgot it, but
Summer Star.
the Summer Star. He just told it to me again. And that'll help his spirit move on. And good for him, I guess. He said there was no way to bring me back. Like, he couldn't. So I think I'm just dead.
Really big window.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you guys are like, as you exiting the room, you hear like, you know the sound of like someone writing on the window. Do, 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 do. You like look over and see these words just popping up into the window.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Citrus, look.
Go up and read it.
Oh. Also, could you tell Caldra I'm sorry for dying? I was gonna take the bindings off the book and make like a temporary mask for her, so she didn't, because her last one got burned. Could you? Anyways.
Like even in death, he talks too much.
God,
Phoenix-
that
that's
was
what Phoenix
fucking
says.
mean. Okay.
Can he hear us? Like if I say Antiochus, if you can hear us, just write a little hash mark on the side. Can he hear
Can
us
I hear him?
speak?
That's very much like muffled. Like it's like they're speaking through a muffled sock or something.
Yeah, I can hear you, but can you speak up? You're kind of quiet. Thanks.
You'll see me nod, and I'll just turn to Enoch and say, "Well, this is very fucked up. I think he's
Agreed.
Wait! I just thought it could. I just had a thought.
All right.
I have calligrapher's tools and parchment.
You're gonna pull it off.
Antiochus, can you read this?
Yeah. What's it say? I can read it.
It says Antiochus, can you read this?
Oh, yeah, I can.
I mean, I can't hear you.
I can read it though.
Can he use the pen?
Yeah, I will pick if you put it down on the table, please.
Did you write that on the window?
Yes.
Yeah, you kind of have to wait like a second for the window to refrost back over, and then you
Yeah.
go back to it. You guys probably aren't being really quiet about this. The rest of you that are in the main room kind of hear them in the hallway talking. They seem to be doing something over there.
Can you put it on a in the window? Can you please put that on it down so I can? It's hard. It's really hard to do this. It takes a lot more focus than you think. I will.
He dips a pen and sticks a pen on the.
Yeah, I'll pick up the quill, and I'll be like, see, yeah, I can write like this too. So.
But are you proficient with them?
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just writing in print. I'm not doing the.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, I guess we'll try to help you out. You had to identify it. A couple steps, and then you had to fix the part that was broken.
I mean, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the other dead guy's around here somewhere. So he's
Yeah,
still...
you look back to Macradius and Tigers. You look at he's watching this octopus go into the wine room. He says, "You better not touch my summer sweet berry wine, I swear."
Hey, Macradius? What? Stay focused. What do we do to help release your soul from death? Stay focused. Come on.
We have to identify the item, analyze the problem, fix the design flaw, and activate the item.
I'll write all that down. Okay, so how do we do those? You're gonna need it. This isn't like a fucking get-rich-quick scheme.
Yes. So, to identify the item, we need to have one of these people here study the runes on the device's rings and interpret them, figure out what it does. We need them to do that first.
Okay. You need to study flip the page, please. It's... You need to study the runes and, read what those runes are. That's step one, apparently.
So Enoch would go into the room and say, Lancelot, can you read those runes?
I will try. I will try to read the runes.
We found a way to communicate with Antiochus. His presence is still here.
I'll be over by her aura, just going.
So, as you study the runes on the object, Sir Lancelot, you can make an Arcana check for me.
Not that good at this. I will use my inspiration.
Oh.
I cannot read it.
Avarice, Ashana, can somebody read these runes?
Avarice looks towards Ashana and says, if you would like to give it a crack.
No.
Did anyone find anything on their way around this? Did anyone find any more blueprints or anything of note?
Does the phrase 3 is better than 2 mean anything to you?
She says, well, this device has 2 rings on it, so I assume maybe that would mean a 3rd ring needs to be installed, yes?
Oh, there we go. That was on a piece of parchment. It was a note that I found
Oh,
in the fireplace.
oh,
Someone had. Do you know was there's someone named Copper here at any point?
I only dealt with Macradius, so that might have been some help that he had hired along the way. But no, I don't.
Someone had gotten fed up with him and left, but left this note, and that's what it said on it.
Yes, usually tinkerers of the magical arts are quite arrogant and single-minded.
That's what it sounded like.
Yes. Yes. Someone had blueprints, though. Did you raise your hand?
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah, I found them.
Can I see them?
Yeah.
She
can
takes
I read
them?
the runes.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna do it, she says, "Be my guest. Maybe you could use the blueprints to kind of assist."
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check with advantage since you have the blueprints from the laboratory.
That's a 17. Right. Yeah, 17.
Yes, as you're kind of looking over it, it's confusing. You don't understand it. Even when you're looking at the blueprints, you just can't seem to figure it out. You feel like you're almost there, but you just can't.
Mm.
I don't think I'll be able to read them.
She let me take a look at it. Unless someone else wants to try. All right. She grabs the summer star from the turtle. Looks it over.
God, I hope you guys figure this out.
She says, She uses her birthday credit. Jacob uses his birthday credit.
Nice, thank God, dude.
As
so
he
good for
feels
you.
it would be quite embarrassing, and you guys would see her as weak if she does not know how to identify this.
This is true. This is true.
She uses her birthday credit. So she looks at it and she says, "Oh yes, this obviously we kind of knew already what it was. It's rudimentary. It's was to control the weather. It's yes. I mean these runes indicate that the weather could be controlled through various means. There are different kind of deities. There's much of Lathander oriented runes on this, but yes, it looks to be a little flawed too as well. You brought up the 3 is better than 2. It looks that these 2 rings are unable to stabilize the magic that is contained within this rock. So we need to find some sort of metal or something to craft a 3rd ring to attach to this device. So everyone look for some metal.
I think you have a jar of metal, don't you? A mythalar.
She says, "I would rather keep that for the compass."
We need all of it.
I guess a little bit. I guess a little bit of it couldn't hurt. And she pulls it out and stoppers the vial.
Can you make a ring out of liquid metal?
She takes the metal. She pours out a little bit of it onto the table, and she sends a small electrical current through it, and you watch as the metal hardens into a very small, maybe 4-inch square of metal. She says, and she puts the rest of the stopper and puts it back in her pocket. She says, "All right, we have some metal here. We can begin crafting." Did anyone see any tools around that we could use to shape this?
Yeah, it's back in the other room, the one we passed.
Can someone go get that so we can start the construction on this 3rd ring?
Yeah, I'll go grab him. Oh, you got it.
Okay, I was just closest to the door.
Yeah.
She waits for you to come back. She grabs them and she says, "Okay, I'm going to hold it. I need you to hit it. I'm going to apply a small electrical current to this metal to make it more malleable, and I'm going to do it again to harden it back, so we're going to have to shape it this way. So, are you ready?"
Yes.
All right. So I need you to roll a... Are you proficient with blacksmithing tools, by chance?
Fuck no, it's cook's utensils is what I picked.
All right, so this is gonna be more or less just a flat d20 roll. There's no modifiers added to it, no proficiency bonus, and sleight of hand, none of that stuff. D20 just to see how you do.
Guidance.
Oh, that's so nice of you. 11.
Yeah, she. Did you add a D4 to that, Emily?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, she applies a small current, and you kind of like hit her on the hand, and she looks at you. Hit the item, not me. Swing again. I'll make sure to hold it steadier this time.
Just
Guidance.
pissing her off.
It's canon in my head that was intentional.
Oops.
Oh fuck. Not
You
this one.
really
This
hit
one is
her.
not intentional.
She sees you. You get like the hammer probably slips out of your hand. She looks at you. Can someone else assist? This seems fruitless.
I
Yeah,
apologize.
Kitris
My
will
eyes
come
aren't
up.
as good as they used to be.
Unless someone else has proficiency with those tools. I
I
don't,
don't think any of
but
us do.
yeah.
I'm proficient with these tools, nothing else.
Okay, yeah, I'll step up.
Hand over the tools.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Guidance.
Roll a d20 for me. Just flat roll, no.
Her hands are
You
really
can-
gonna be bruised after
You
this.
can add the +4 from guidance too. And roll the d4.
There
Plus
is
D.
no point. I rolled a 2.
Hit her
You
hand
hit on the
again.
You hit her on the head. She says, "What is the deal with everyone? I know you've seen your friend die, but get it together. Give me the hammer.
Funny.
I'll try.
I'll do
Let
it
me
myself."
try. Let me try.
Guidance.
Am I trying then?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I
Alright.
hand it over.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Enoch and the ghost of Antiochus
okay.
are playing tic-tac-toe on the
16.
parchment.
Love this.
16.
D4?
Yeah.
Yeah, 16.
Oh,
with a
plus a
d4.
D4. Oh, I didn't
Mhm.
get the D4. 17.
Nice.
Together, you guys are successfully able to mend this Mythalar metal into a ring. And you see that she also, as her electricity kind of crackles over it, changing the form, the state of the form on it. Little runes kind of get etched into the ring itself, and she attaches it to the item. She says, "Ah, yes, this is a. Well, that should do it. Who wants to be the one to activate it?" She's like holding it out.
Can I look at it?
Yeah.
What does it look like? Does it
Uh,
have any like changing aura?
Yeah,
in
so you
here?
see like a yin yang kind of thing going on. You see some golden light kind of return to it, but there's also a darkness to it that kind of they're in the yin yang. They're in a perfect balance. It's kind of one of those things when good and evil meet to make something. They meet together to make something. They work together. It's what you kind of see happening. And Macradius is like, "Oh boy, they're doing it."
It's okay. Has anyone went in the top right room? Is that
Yeah,
the
that's
lock?
just an abandoned bedroom. There's nothing in there.
Okay. I'll just write on the note. Looks good. Yin yang type. Good vibes, bad vibes. I don't know. Looks good. Macradius, he's jazzed.
Oh baby! It's like off Zoolander. Oh baby, there it is.
I put in quotations. Oh baby, there it is. That's him. Okay. Well,
Kitris
See
is
you
just
on the
like,
other side, I guess.
Kitris is just like, fuck it, give it to me.
Cheers.
Yeah, she hands it over to you, or Lancelot hands it over to you. Avers steps away from it.
And while he's
Yeah.
holding it, he's just like, Avarice, why aren't you doing this?
What if he
I
kills me?
can. I don't care, but you guys seemed eager to take it away. Here, give it to me. I will use it.
That was not eagerness. That was seeming like there was no other choice, but yeah, I would much rather you do it.
Indeed, she grabs it. She casts Identify on it.
Oh,
She
works
says-
for
she
you.
says, yeah, it's much more stable than before.
Mm.
She goes to cast it, and as she casts it, you watch as it begins to grow. It begins to grow. It begins to glow a very golden hue, and you all hear this like high pitched like scream, like not a scream, but like a high pitched squeal, high pitched noise that kind of infiltrates your mind. It is one of those annoying sounds that's ever ringing. Oh my god, I can't speak. She holds it and it glows in her hand. You see, as her shadow is cast against the back wall, you see a darkened shadow behind her, like illuminates. It shows like an after effect of this devilish image that kind of like is beyond her. As she holds it and casts it, her eyes glowing, and she goes to cast it. And as she goes to cast it, you watch as that golden hue kind of halts, stops. She opens her eyes up, looks around. Well, I used it.
What?
Anything happen?
Antiochus, you see Macradius form, like, just like disappear into nothingness.
Radius passed. Guess it fulfilled his final fucking wish.
You feel a magnetic pull, Antiochus, as you are flung far and far across this ethereal plane as you find yourself flying and flying and flying. You're hitting supersonic speeds. You break the sound barrier. You are going faster and faster. It all blurs. Everyone in the room, you see the pile of ashes on the ground begin to put themselves back together, as if sand falling in reverse, rebuilding as an hourglass reshapes and reforms as Antiochus's form
Wow.
backs into existence.
Oh.
Shit.
Wow.
You guys are all staring as Antiochus is glowing a golden hue. Antiochus, you look down. The mark is still on your hand, as the body has been remade.
Fuck. Well, whatever.
You all feel a warm sensation as you watch this miracle happen before you. You all receive a blessing.
Ooh.
Me too?
Everyone in here receives a blessing, except for Avarice, of course.
She's evil.
You all get the blessing of the Morning Lord. You can find it on your character. You can find it as you search the features on your character sheet. It should be on there.
Oh, you tricky dog.
This blessing, if it's not on there, I have to put it. This blessing gives you 10 temporary HP each day at dawn.
Ooh.
As you feel Lathander's holiness
Dang.
radiate throughout your body, the Morning Lord himself bless you as you have helped one of his worshippers find rest, eternal rest. You feel this really good sensation permeate throughout your body. And as that sense of positivity wells within, you feel the temperature drop. As ice and snow begin to buffet and push at the house. You watch as the door that is closed, the outside door, just get entirely encased with ice as the ice sprawling cascade of ice begins to crawl its way slowly and slowly towards each and every one of you in the house. As it seems, you don't know it yet, but it seems that those that tend to meddle with Oral's weather will swiftly find her wrath. As we end the session there, as this ice crawls towards all of you, that moment of positivity quickly pivoting to one of a negative. And with that, thank you for watching Tabletop Tyranny. We will be back next. We will be live Tuesday with some Fandelver and below as the party figures out what's going on in the wacky world of Phandalin. We'll be back not next Sunday. We're going to take a break next Sunday, as Mr. Nathan doesn't want to play.
Sorry.
But we'll pick back up the Sunday after that. Take a nice little hiatus, little break, and we'll pick back up seeing what is going to befall your characters. You guys can add the 10 temporary HP to your character sheets now, if you would like.
I just died. Can't get much worse.
You guys witness devastation and a miracle as Antiochus both evaporated and reappeared. That's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Adios.
Good night.